Welcome to Combox, another Watchalong. LSG up against RCB. It's the triple letter teams up against each other. I suppose CSK and KKR as well. But for now, we're going with them. Cheyenne here, Jared here. They have won the toss. I just had that. RCB won the toss and decided to field. Virat Kohli, we believe, is going to be a substitute. And Boovy comes in with the first ball. And it's a very Boovy-like delivery, is it not, Cheyenne?
Absolutely, yeah.
Oh, here we go.
And he's been bowling well this season, Jared, has he not?
Yeah. What are your thoughts on Martre's innings yesterday?
Oh, it was really good. I think it ended up being the difference in a way, right? The burst that he gave early on in the power play, just absolutely magnificent stuff from him.
I thought it was tinny as anything, though. Like, at one stage, he hit the ball through covers and he was trying to hit it over mid-wicket. Like, I mean, we have to get used to him at a certain point. Maybe this is just what he does. Edge and just wide of slip. It was a diving effort by someone at slip. But Mitch Marsh gets a big chunk of that.
Yeah.
And was that Padikkal at slip, I think? I think it's Padikkal.
Yeah, I think it is Padikkal, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Couldn't see him originally. All I saw was his ass as he flew for that ball.
He's very tall, Jared Padikkal. Like, I think for a batter, he should be considered tall. Would he not be? Or no?
He looks tall, although, again, looking at his butt.
I feel like he's tall for a batter at least.
Outside off stump, punch through the covers by Mitch Marsh. I'll just get a couple here. That's a good field setting there. They've got their cover a little bit, or deep point cover points, a lot straighter for Mitch Marsh. He likes to hit in front of square. Good thinking. Yeah, look, Martre's innings probably was the difference. It's just we have to work out whether he's going to be able to do this sustainably because he was all over the shop. Also, I didn't understand the field settings at times of all the balls they were bowling to him.
Interesting.
Like Cameron Green was trying to bowl normal line of length to him, whereas surely with Martre, you just want to bowl at the top of middle stump and make him swing across the line.
Why do you want Cameron Green bowling in the power play anyway, Jared? Like,
I actually thought he bowled okay in the first over. I have no issue with how he bowled. Second over, I don't understand why he was bowling. No, I've never seen Cameron Green swing a ball before.
Is his best role not through the middle overs, right?
Look, that team's got so many issues. If we're gonna have to do an exit interview on them next week.
It seems like it, Jared, at this rate. But we've seen funnier things happen in the IPL. I mean, RCB came back from 1-8 to make the playoffs in 24. We had that Mumbai Indians season where they had 5 losses and then they also made the playoffs. So, I mean, it's IPL, it's cricket, anything can happen. But I see your point, yeah. There's lots of structural issues actually with them. It's a long one.
Yeah. Where are we here? Can I say, so I work for News Corp for TalkSport, right, which is Rupert Murdoch's company. And every now and again, I'll get an email saying that there is a protest outside the building and you can't come into the building from the normal entrance. That's a job. They had to change the whole front of the building because I think one of the protests broke in at one stage.
I mean, it's a long one, right? Like for News Corp, if we sit and talk about their one thing, it's...
Yeah, I don't even know. Like, it doesn't even say what this... like, it could be left-wing people. It could be right-wing people. It could... do you know what I mean? Like, it could be anything.
Is it right-wingers too? I would have assumed it's more...
No, they've had right-wing before. That's what I mean. You know, they've had everything. Yeah. It's usually left-wing people. It's usually progressives. But, yeah. Sometimes it's just random things that you've never heard of before, right? And that the Sun has done something on. It could be Liverpool football fans. Do you know what I mean? Like, you forget how many different things the Sun has annoyed or the Times have annoyed over the years. Exactly. But it's such a weird email to get, like, when you're just like, oh my God, wait, what? All right. I was going to look something up and now I've completely forgotten. Oh, yeah, I was going to look up. Do you want to read out this question? And I'm just going to
I will. So, I am No15. Thank you for the super chat. He asks, as an analyst at the next IPL mega auction, would you pay a higher price for Samad or Mukul? Samad's likely peak years versus Mukul's ceiling, but yet to peak. It's a good question, actually. I'm no one. The thing is, I feel like Samad has the potential. We've seen that like in his very first IPL season, right back in 2020 when he was smashing like Cummins and Bumrah and all these guys. So the talent is definitely there. I think last season he was pretty decent for Lucknow. Not great, but like, I mean, he was not too terrible either. This year it's not started well so far, but you probably want to see more. And the same thing with Mukul, right? Like his ceiling is definitely really high at the moment, but we've seen one great innings from him in the IPL, right? Like, obviously, that is perhaps the innings of the tournament so far. But when we talk about, he's also done well domestically, but he's only just started, I believe. So I don't know. I feel like I want to see more. I honestly don't have an answer for this right now.
Yeah, it's a very hard to make it.
Yeah.
As this one's on the pads and turned away. Uh, Look, the
Jared,
problem
what
with
did you
Samad
make?
at the moment
Sorry.
is that essentially 2023 was ridiculous. So if we take that as a potential peak, even though he didn't score very quickly. He scored very quickly since then, but not stayed in. If he can work out how to stay in and score quickly,
Yeah.
then he's a great buy at the next mega auction. But you've also got a 21-year-old who can wicket keep, right? So we need to see more than one innings.
Yeah.
It looks good though, but I'd need to see
Yeah,
more. Yeah.
I mean, he's done well domestically as well, Jared. Like Saurabh was going on about him even before this IPL started.
So here's the thing: I would probably get Samad, and here's the reason I would get Samad, is because I reckon I can get him cheaper.
Oh, that's a good question.
Because if Chowdhury has a bit, let's say he has a year, if he averages 30 this year at a strike rate of 170, you're going to pay a fortune for a 22-year-old next year, who you're not that sure will be good. Whereas Samad, we have seen him make runs consistently, even if he's only averaging around 20. He's striking at 160, 170 in those times.
Yeah.
I think he can do that.
Correct. We can actually look up his true stats as well in the meanwhile. But Jared, what do you think of RCB not playing Hazelwood in the last match and now getting him back again? I think this is a smart move from them because they were playing 2 games in 3 nights. So again, you don't want to overdo it with Hazelwood, right? And they probably figured that that Wankhede is a batting surface. Everybody is going to whack the ball there anyway. So might as well keep Hazelwood for Chinnaswamy where there is some help early on. And so far we've seen both these bowlers do decent, right? Like, I mean, it's not... it doesn't feel like as much of a road initially. If you've watched the games at Chinnaswamy, I feel like there's some nibble around, some help. And
I wouldn't even worry about the surfaces or the teams. It would just be... if I can't be sure he's fully fit, then I need to be in a situation where I just bring him back 1 game every 2. Essentially, they're winning games as long as they are hopefully not falling out of the chance to be in the top 2 sides, right?
So perfect.
Then I want him to be fit for the playoffs. I don't care that much about now.
That is the right one.
Especially because it does feel there is a big difference between the top 3 teams and the other teams right at the moment. That might not be the case all season long, but at the moment it is.
Yeah, so I have Samad's true stats from last season. He was -5 on true average, which makes sense. He was averaging about 20. But his true strike rate was +17. That is a pretty handy combination. Before that, he was -4 and +8. But then his 2023, when he made some runs at a good average, then his true strike rate was less. Then he was 24 and -20. So, like, I think it's the combination that you're talking about, right? It has to strike at the right time. They have to make the runs. He has to make the runs, but also do it at like a good pace.
Well, let me tell you about what I mean is, this is a good ball by Hazelwood, edged into the cordon. Misfield, almost a run out, in fact. What I'm looking for is the fact that he has done both.
Yeah.
He has averaged a high average,
Correct.
and he has done it at a strike rate. The fact that they're in 2 different years doesn't particularly bother me. If it's all in 1 year, it could just be that no one worked him out and he went berserk. Right? And then the next year he comes back and everyone knows how to bowl to him and that never happens again, right?
He's also 24, Jared, by the way. He's young.
Yeah, exactly. Still young. So if you have the ability to know that he has made runs in 1 year and he has had a high strike rate in a couple of years, that to me suggests he can do both. So peak him, maybe he doesn't average, maybe he averages 28, right? Mm-hmm. But he might do that at a strike rate of 175.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to have to pay that much for him.
That's the thing, right? Exactly.
Yep. Yeah. If nothing else, Sean, I'm cheap. Yeah, so Boovy coming on
also,
again.
Lucknow's
So 14 without
this
loss
season has
after
been
2.
pretty meh, right? So, I mean, it's also hard to judge a batter when your top order is collapsing constantly, like not having much of an impact. And you're coming in at what, number 7? I want to 6, 7, somewhere around that.
6, 7.
Not intentional, Jared. Trust me. I realized that after saying it though.
I think parents say that more than kids.
Do they?
Because we've just heard it so many times from our kids.
Wedding, and there was like a young kid there. I believe he was like 5 or 6 years old, and he kept saying that over and over again, like 6, 7, 6, 7, 6, 7 during the entire road trip. And like his parents were fed up with him.
Someone said that Devdutt Padikkal is 6'2". There you go, quite tall for a batter.
Yeah, exactly.
I would have
would
said
have
6-1.
guessed you 6-2 too.
Yeah.
I was also feeling 6-2, but yeah, makes sense.
It's always interesting to me that, like, you know, and you probably haven't had this in your career at the moment, but you will. Like, you meet cricketers, and it's only when you stand next to them you realize how short many of them are, right?
I am not experiencing that, Jared. I'm myself short.
What is no, but you'll still experience it though. They're still short. They're short to you. They can be short to everyone. I'm trying to think of who did I mean then? What's Dinesh Karthik's height?
He's not very tall, is he?
Yeah, it says 1.7 here. I think he might even be shorter than that slightly. But yeah, he'd be around that. So I met him the first time and he was sitting down. He watches a lot of good area stuff, and he was talking to me about good areas, and I chatted to him. And then the next time I saw him, he was walking, and he walked up to me to chat to me about something. And I had never in my mind, I don't know why, but I never knew he was that short, right? It just had never crossed my mind. And when he walked up to me, even though I know his face, I had no idea who this person was, right? And he starts talking to me about something, and I'm thinking, who's this guy? And then I was like, oh shit, it's Dinesh Karthik, right? And it's just like in my head, I couldn't even work out the height on him.
Yeah.
And I say this as someone who never notices people's heights, but with cricketers, like, I don't know, just because but in normal life, I would never notice anything like that. I'm not Rob Barron, who keeps a diary on everyone's height that he's ever met.
And how many catches they've, dropped.
And how many catches they've dropped, and how much money they've cost him, usually. 16 without loss after 2.4.
Yeah,
I'd have to say that they are trying to bat normally here.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like plays and misses, does it? Like not a lot of that sort of stuff so far.
We haven't seen many Mitchell Marsh smashes, have we?
Yeah, exactly. That's a good way to put it. Yeah, I believe even in the last game, they had a decent opening partnership, Jared. I was actually on the way. By the time I sat on my seat, I think the opener, who was the opener? Yeah, Marsh had gotten out already by the time I was in the stadium. And then when I sat on my seat, then Rishabh Pant was also out. So I think they had a decent start, and then they lost a couple of wickets. And then the middle overs was the most concerning bit that I mentioned in the piece as well. Because like they were not able to score a run, Jared. I mean, it honestly felt like that. I was just sitting there, and but to be fair, I will give you that.
Oh, Marsh has finally gone for the big shot, back of a length, and he's pulled that onto the roof.
Yeah, that's a classic Marsh shot. Huge one. That goes to Coven Park, does it not?
Oh wow.
Sure.
Big hit. Who else is on with us today? Anyone else popping in?
I thought Varun or Akshay or someone. At this point, I'm not even sure. I believe Varun was mentioned in the thing, but maybe because he was there yesterday as well, I believe. Maybe he's sitting out this one.
Awesome.
Or maybe he'll come in later. Could be anything.
Mitch Marsh, who's coming on to bowl now?
So I'm ball slower than you, Jared, today. I have no idea who's coming on to bowl. Spinner?
Rafiq Salim has come on to bowl. Just before he came on to bowl, him and Mitch Marsh just did a lovely little glove punch with each other. Well, not glove. Rafiq Salim doesn't have a glove on, but a little.
Yeah, have they played together at some point? I can't quite think.
They must have, or they must have some relationship. It was really lovely watching them do it.
Yeah, maybe they're just friends. Could be, why not?
Just a delay here because they had to replace the ball as well. Everyone loves Miss Marsh. She is one of the most beloved cricketers. You know when batters do the glove punch?
Yeah.
So Ricky Ponting calls that a Shazam, right? And he wrote a book, and in it he talks about Shazam. And I don't know if anyone's ever called it this yet, but then ever since me and George, I told George Nobel this fact, and we couldn't get over it. And so we will just sometimes when there's nothing happening, we'll just go Shazam and just Shazam each other with the.
That's such a random name for that.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what he calls it. Yeah, I think it was a Shazam. It's in his book or something. I don't even know how I stumbled across this random fact.
Yeah, I mean, till now I had a completely different perception of the word Shazam, but now it's I have a second meaning for it, I suppose. Jared, that was the fourth longest six of this tournament, dude. Wow, 102 meters.
But
crazy.
How do we know it's 102 meters? How do we know? Because is that where it landed? Because isn't it going to go about an extra 30 meters if it doesn't hit the roof?
That I'm not sure, Jared. I have
Yeah.
honestly no idea how they calculate this stuff. Like what is the longest six that you're aware of? Is it 120 meter?
Is it the
Freely
Aiden Blizzard one? Aiden Blizzard hit one at the
Blizzard
Wacker.
also hit one. Yeah.
Yeah, it was 120 meters, I think, at the Wacker. That was measured. But that was because there's a gap at the Wacker, right? So you could measure it because we could actually see where it landed. And that's why I wonder if some of these other sixes are... I think I was at the ground... Well, so I was there when Chris Gale hit Brett Lee into the school at the Oval. That flicked like that must have gone, oh, this is an incredible shot by Marker, and whips this away, another six.
Oh, yeah. He plays the shot really well, Jared. I remember him playing this exact shot in the semi-final. No, not the semi-final, sorry. In the group game against, I want to say New Zealand, yes. The one where he had a great knock.
So, so I was there when Chris Gale and hit Brett Lee out of the park twice at the Oval, as a fan, weirdly enough, I think. And then... and I was also there when Hetmeyer and Gale went nuts in Barbados once. I think they were all around 110, 115. But again, I don't know how you measure a six because of where it hits the stand. Like there's no Hawkeye data on it. You can't be sure the exact parabola.
Jared, if you just Google longest sixes of all time, the AI thing that comes up is Shahid Afridi holds the record for the longest measured six in international cricket history, estimated at 153 meters against South Africa and Joburg in 2013. Come on now. That can't be right.
I mean, if you're going to do one, Joburg makes sense, doesn't it? Why does Joburg make sense, Sean?
The altitude?
Yeah. The ball should go further in Joburg than anywhere else, right?
Yeah, but 153, Jared, that's like is it not a, how much percent increase? At least 30 meters more than what we've heard.
What's the second highest?
This one says Brett Lee 130 to 143 meters. I think this is hallucinating, Jared. I can't trust
Brett Lee, where's the Brett Lee one?
Gabba, 2005 West Indies.
Oh, I don't remember that. I reckon Brett Lee hit a huge one off Chris Cairns at Port Elizabeth when I was at a game there, which went down the road. I remember, like, we were on the back of the grandstand and we turned around and we could see it just going down the road in a way that you would see in club cricket, but it like went out of the stadium and then just kept going. Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to think of the Brett Lee one. I think I remember it. Brett Lee was an incredible hitter of the ball. He'd be such a good player.
He could hit the ball, yes, I know. I am aware of that, but I didn't know he could hit it that far.
No, he definitely hit some of the biggest sixes I've seen. Oh, this could be out. Oh no. Boovies bowled a shocker of a ball down the leg side. And Rashid.
That's Rashid,
yeah. Has bowled a shocker of the ball down the leg side. And all he's tried to do is help this away for 4. It was a full toss. It was absolute junk delivery. And what's happened is he's turned his bat on it. It's got the back of the bat and gone up in the air and been caught at covers.
Exactly. I saw that. And it's not even that slow, Jared. If it was slow, I could still see it. Like maybe you've deceived the batter or something in the pace. But it's 135, 135.6. So
we were talking about this the other day. I went out very similar. I got caught at third slip playing that shot. Right, where the guy bowled a shocker down the leg side, and I just tried to get to it so I could get some bat on it for 4, and I hit the back of my bat and went to third slip. Almost killed third slip because he was not expecting the ball to be coming at him. He suddenly caught it right in front of his face, and they couldn't stop laughing.
Yeah, it's a very funny dismissal for sure. Like this goes down as a flick, right? Like if we're talking about the dismissal recording, so it goes down as a flick when you see the catch map, the catch is there.
It's on covers, yeah. So we're still looking at they've been around a 65% chance winning all the way through RCB. Nothing has changed with that wicket. It's gone a little bit higher, but it's been roughly the same, low 60s to mid 60s all the way through. Rishabh Pant coming in. Well, they've definitely decided to bat differently today. I think we can admit that, if nothing else.
Yeah, I do feel that way too. It doesn't feel like they've gone that hard, have they? Could be some of it could be the bowling because like Hazelwood and Bhuvi at the top. I think I do like that partnership for sure. But and it seemed like they were landing it in the right spots for the most part. And Hazelwood is bowling this over as well, so he's bowling 2 in the power play then.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh, there was a change of pace though from the previous ball. So like he bowled a slower ball. I did notice that one of those was at 108. and the next one is quicker. I mean, I still don't think it's a setup by any means. It's like a proper.
Well, if it was a setup, it's the stupidest setup I've ever seen.
Yeah. Like if it was the other way around, Jared, if it was like 135 to 108, I would still give it to the bowler. But the other way around, come on, that cannot be the case. Like it could have maybe forced the batter into playing a bad shot, but that couldn't have been intentional, right? That definitely is true.
Well, the expected average on that should have been about 10,000. I've seen Tim Southey go out from a even lower full toss down the leg side than that, but it's not very easy to go out from a full toss outside leg stump.
So, Andy B 2021 asks a question. Thank you for the super chat. Are CSK verging on semi competency? I think yes. I quite like the batting actually, Jared. Like I know they don't have a particularly high ceiling, but there's lots of interesting stuff there. We were talking about that number 4, 5, 6, right? Where they've got Sarfaraz, they've got Dubey, they've got Brevis. So how they manage the entry points of all of these will be very critical. I still feel again the same thing that Gaikwad should just move to 3 and Matre should open. That adds 5 to 10 runs on their total, I would imagine, than their expected total. So those are a couple of steps they can take, but I like their batting. That bowling is somehow also coming along now in the last couple of games. Though it is KKR, I wouldn't be too excited about that if I was a CSK fan. The other one is Delhi has still like a decent team. Like they're not as bad are they as KKR, but they managed to defend that total also convincingly. So yeah, they might be a mid-table team. Who knows? That's my take on this. I had them 8th also in the power rankings. So I definitely bumped them up a bit because I think that Delhi game definitely played a role for me. And then I saw their schedule that they're playing KKR and SRH. And I was like, yeah, they can choke the spinners. Their spinners can always choke KKR. And then after that, they play SRH, who are also a bit volatile, right? Like you never know which version of them turns up with the bat, especially, and bowling. Obviously, we all know.
Yeah, I think. I still don't think they're very good this year, but they're building a nice middle order. Their bowling's still all over the shop. Although, maybe the best thing for them was the fact that Noor Ahmed finally bowled well.
Exactly.
And their seam has bowled okay, but KKR are arse. Let's be honest. That was KKR were really poor in that game. I mean, CSK kept dropping them, and they still couldn't make any runs.
Oh yeah, that is also true. Exactly. That was quite hilarious. Did you? I wonder if it was like they were doing tactical drops.
Rishabh Pant's just been hit in the stomach here from Hazelwood.
That,
oh no, it might be elbow. Might actually be on the elbow. He's okay. Just letting you all know. So, got a fine leg out and a deep backward point as Hazelwood.
They're showing a short ball average as well. 35 average.
Oh, he's almost dragged this back onto his stumps. As Rob Barron says,
I honestly don't think he inspires me any confidence anymore in T20s, to be honest. Like, I love the guy. He's one of my favorite players ever. And it's just sad to see what he has become in T20s, to be honest. I was going for the games, and the 2 times I've not even sat on my seat, and he's already out. And the last season, what was happening is when I would go, he would either play like really slow, or his best innings came against RCB when RCB really needed to finish top 2. So it's been the absolute worst case scenarios for me as a Rishabh Pant fan. So far.
Yeah, we're just seeing replays of that one.
There's another question. Could Virat have, from the Clasher 1650, he asks if Virat could have played at number 4 in the 2019 World Cup. I mean, in theory, yeah, he can do that job, right? But then who would you have at number 3? Maybe they would have had, I don't know, K. Like if Dhawan wasn't injured, maybe they could have done Dhawan and Rohit and 1 down KL and 2 down Kohli. Maybe that is one way they could have looked at it. But I mean, it sort of feels a bit off to move your best batter out of their ideal position, right? Like at sometimes, other times you also want your best batter to do the hardest role. But I think this was.
But don't you want him to face more pace bowling, and doesn't batting at number 4 stop him from facing more pace?
But back in 2019, his spin game hadn't deteriorated that much, Jared. Like he was still perfectly fine for the most part. Small decline, I would say, not a huge one. I mean, he was playing some good knocks on. Like
I think by 2019 though, he was still, maybe. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
We've got a delay here because he faced another ball after getting hit. Rishabh Pant.
He did.
And now he is in trouble. I'm just having a look. He's got his glove on at the moment, but I think there is a bit of an issue, maybe with his fingers. a little bit. Like, as in, he's not feeling his fingers correctly. I think it hit him right on the end of the elbow, didn't it? That funny bone?
Yeah, it does probably seem like that. He
Yeah,
got
yeah,
nowhere
it
near
did.
it, did he? With the when he attempted that shot, it is a properly missed it.
Oh, he's in proper pain here. I just saw,
Yeah.
I forget the name of the physio, but it's the
Physio?
famous old bald physio.
Yeah. He kept running onto the field even in the last game, Jared.
Yeah.
Because I was in the stadium and he would keep running on. I feel
Been running on the
Shami
field
had
for
a
about
bit of
30 years, hasn't he? But yeah, he just touched that area, and Rishabh Pant really, really struggled right
Do you
there.
think,
So
Jared, it will be a case of retired hurt for the time being?
I think he might have to come off. Yeah.
Yeah.
Umpire's coming over now just to say to him, you either have to face up or go off. Those are your options.
Yeah, that would make sense. That he is also going to try and to spend.
Well, the pain
basically
is
feel
one
like-
thing, but if he's not
Yeah.
if he's lost feeling in his fingers for a minute, there's no point facing the next ball.
Fair. But I am assuming he's
he
going to try and
is-
optimize it as much as he can. That would be.
I think he's retiring out. Retired hurt, not retiring out. I just think I saw the umpire
Yeah, he was I saw that too. Correct.
just having a look now. He hasn't left the field though yet, so we'll keep waiting. But yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, he's taking his helmet
He looks
off.
in a
now.
lot of pain, Jared. Yeah.
Yeah, he's taking his helmet off and he's walking off. So, second wicket, I suppose, depending on how you look at this. And again, I think that was Puran coming in.
Oh, interesting. Well, Puran, they've sort of used him as a number 5, have they not? They're sending Badoni ahead of him. But then, Puran himself is not looking in great touch, is he? You just see him bat. I couldn't believe I was watching Puran, dude, when I was at the stadium. He was batting so slow, and then suddenly he hit 2 sixes of Rashid. So it's okay. and you should have seen the crowd, Jared. I know Lucknow gets a lot of this thing that, they don't have any fans, they don't have anything. But when Puran hit those 2 sixes, the crowd was properly pumped. There was energy, you could feel that. But then he got out immediately after that.
Yeah. I don't think he smashed those sixes particularly well either.
Yeah, could be actually.
If you have a look, they both only just got over the top.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, it is Puran coming out to bat.
Yeah, that's.
And I tell you what, Rishabh Pant looks in genuine pain here.
Yeah, exactly.
It could just be that it hit him in a funny spot and he's waiting for it to get better. But I can also tell you that at the moment, RCB are a 76% chance of winning this game as Rishabh Pant leaves the field.
Well, I hope he gets fine soon. You don't want to see that for anyone, any human being for that matter. Let's hope he's fine. We can take another super chat in the meanwhile while Puran comes in. So many teams release players just before peak. Yeah, this is very true, Jared, is it not? This is the Shreyas Iyer argument in a sense, you could say.
We talk about this all the time. I don't think teams have factored in age curves at the moment. And I think once teams start to factor in age curves, I think they'll be a lot smarter. You could come up with a really good side of just people that I have mentioned over the last couple of years about to hit their peaks, right?
Yeah. We talked about Ishan Kishan, did we not, Jared, when we did the batting?
Yeah, but I've done it with heaps of them. If you go back, Shreyas Iyer was certainly another one that I mentioned.
Shreyas Iyer was in that, definitely.
Shivam Dubey was another one I mentioned, right? I remember when Shivam Dubey was at Rajasthan.
Oh, yeah,
And I think Freddie was their analyst at the time, and Freddie was like, "What should we do this year?" And I said, "Just bat Shivam Dubey at number 4 and tell him he's great, because I think he will come good." And so just tell him he's there, and then eventually he did come good. You can tell when someone is talented. It's not always going to work, but you can tell when someone's talented. And once someone's been in the league that long and managed to stick around. It doesn't work quite the same way for bowlers, but certainly for batters.
Yeah. With bowlers, I feel like sometimes experience also comes in. If you just look at RCB's attack, they've got a lot of old guys, right? But they are the ones who have been in this situation so many times. The Hazelwoods and the Bhuvi. Bhuvi especially. Bhuvi is an IPL legend, right? He's played so many years. He's had a proper Hall of Fame level career in the IPL. And Krunal is another one who is he's bowling all of these variations, but that comes from the street smartness of having played so much cricket, right? I think at a certain point that also counts when you're a bowler, I think. Even for batters, I wouldn't say it's not the case for batters. But Jared, I was actually looking this up yesterday. Interestingly, we don't have a lot of players above the age of 35 in this league right now for this season. I believe there were only 18 players or something. That's 2 a team on average, roughly.
I'm not massively surprised. I think there are a lot of people who were hanging around before who were there because of names. And I think now we're probably not quite in that same position. You know, people are getting a little bit smarter about who you need and when you need it and everything. You know, someone like maybe a few years ago, someone like Robbie would probably still be playing. Would have stuck around a little bit longer.
Yeah, could be. I mean, how old is he right now? 42, 43?
Robbie just turned 40, didn't he? Is he 41?
Let me check, actually.
Can't remember now. But I'm saying, like, I don't think it was that long ago that you had Brad Hodge.
Yeah, he's 40. Correct.
Yeah. You know, those sorts of guys around.
Yeah. Definitely. And Robbie retired, what, 3 years ago, I want to say?
Yeah, that's
Like,
what I
he
mean.
definitely didn't go a whole lot. Like, he played above 35, which is fair. I think that in itself is a achievement for any athlete, in my opinion. But doing it till 37 and then doing it beyond 40, like the Dhoni case. Like we're seeing Dhoni still, like he's not playing this league yet, but he's still there. He's going at 44. I was actually watching quite an interesting video on this, not related to cricket, but more about American sports in general and the whole LeBron thing of why LeBron James does not retire, basically. And you know, it's a very complicated one with old players. And he was also talking about how a very important thing is when you're a great player and you want to play on long, you need to have like that support system around you, which can tell you that you either need to take a smaller role or you have to, you know, leave. Like someone who can be honest with you at the ground level, basically.
So I think that's the important thing is there was an NBA player called Vince Carter who was a star when he was young, and then he played another 10 years after his peak. And he was more than happy to be a support player, right? And he just loved basketball and wanted to play basketball as long as he could, and he did. Yeah. And there are other players who don't like that. They either want to be the star or they don't want to be involved anymore. And you look at LeBron James, when LUC came over, he easily could have kept, you know, making it about himself. But he went, well, actually, it makes more sense for me to be second to Luka, right? And play as the support role. Yeah. And not everyone likes to do that. And it's hard for a lot of these guys who've been number one their entire life. Yeah. But the other thing is that, like, sometimes it doesn't even suit the way they play, right? Yeah. And so Robbie's a perfect example of this. Robbie could have probably kept on playing, right? Yeah. A little bit later if he was a lower order player.
Exactly, like more of a support player. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. Because he was KKR's opener, right? And he was used to making those big runs and, you know, having. And
he was terrible when he wasn't in the top three. We told him this on a Watchalong recently, right? Like he would really struggle when he wasn't in the top three. So again, you know, to go back to the sort of the Vince Carter thing I was talking about before, of like Vince Carter is someone whose game kept evolving. Dinesh Karthik is someone whose game kept evolving, right? Example. Yeah. And so you find other ways to be successful. And not everyone can do that. Not everyone wants to do that.
Exactly.
Nicholas Puran is none from 5.
Yeah. Is the fifth ball a bit slow? It feels like that. From looking from here, I'll have a look at the speed. If they show it, 108.7. Yes, exactly. Jared, this is what I was talking about, actually. I feel like now we're going to see more and more of this. We'll see bowlers bowl slower balls in the power play. We'll see them bowl wide Yorkers and this sort of stuff, because
I think
you have to stop the run rate at a certain point.
Yeah, I actually think we probably, and no one will have the full data on this, but my guess is we're probably already seeing more slower balls in the first 10 overs than we've ever seen before. Exactly. And I don't think there's I don't think there's a bowler left on earth who doesn't have a slow ball anymore.
Yeah, whereas in T20, it's very hard to imagine that, is it not? Or would you say Test cricket as well, or just T20? Or
no, just T20. I think at the moment, but I can't. There wasn't that long ago, so I did the data on this, and there were lots of bowlers who bowled a slow ball less than like 5% of the time. Right? There were lots of people who bowled it less than 10 and 20% of the time. Right? Now we have guys bowling it sometimes 60 and 70% of the time.
Exactly,
like it's complete. I think I did a piece on Dwayne Bravo. It might have been for Cricinfo, where we looked into it, and he was bowling them around 20% of the time, and everyone was like, "He's a slow ball bowler." Yeah, if you bowl 20% slow balls now, you're not a slow ball bowler, are you?
Definitely. Yeah. I feel like as a bowler, it's also important that you don't overdo it sometimes. Like that skill is also, I think, quite important, right?
Well, I think that just depends on how good it is. Exactly. If you're not very good at it, you shouldn't do it a lot. If you're really good at it, you should do it more.
Yeah, but then if the batter is able to like figure out a way to play your slower balls,
but if it's really good, you won't be able to do that. Oh, and Puran is bowled for a duck. For one,
No,
he
he's not
did get a
bowled, yeah.
single. He tries to pull this away from Hazelwood and pulls it straight back onto his stumps. My God.
Yeah.
They're in all sorts as a team, and Puran cannot
Dude,
keep
yes.
playing.
In this form, Jared, I mean, yeah. In the meanwhile, we'll take the super chat from Prabhanshu Agashe. He says, Jared, please explain Gavaskar's 36 not out. Just why?
It was the first game in World Cup history, and I don't think that's ever talked about before. So, first game in World Cup men's history. 4 games were played on the same day, so you could say all 4 of them were the first game, but essentially there were 4 being played. England make 280, 300?
300 plus, definitely.
Was it 300? It was a
Yeah,
60
yeah.
over game.
Exactly, in a 60
It was
game.
a 60 over game, but they made over 300. It was a huge score. And no one had played one-day cricket outside of England, right? So England at least had a brief understanding of how to play the game. It wasn't played in any other country domestically, I don't even
334,
think.
Jared.
334. In 65 overs or 60?
I want to say 60.
Yeah, I think it was 60.
Yeah, 60.
And so they had a bit of an idea. And is it Dennis Amos who made the 100?
Yeah. And Chris Old made 51 of 30. I feel like I've seen the highlights of this not at some point.
So they had been playing it for what, 10 years by that stage, I want to say,
Yeah.
in England. And so they had a bit of an idea of how to play it, whereas obviously everyone else was coming at it completely cold. They make that score, and I think Gavaskar's like, well, we've never played this game before. We would never be able to chase something this high. And so he does a dirty protest where he's just like, this is ridiculous, we can't win. I've never heard him talk about it that much. I'd love to interview him about it one day. I assume he probably looks back at it and was like, yeah, it was a bit silly and I didn't need to do it. You got to remember, this is also a guy who went out to bat in a first-class game left-handed one time, right? He sees the world differently. That's why, we have him in the top 10 test batters of all time. I think both of myself and Sean think his batting isn't even given the respect it deserves. He really was one of the greatest batters of all time. And he goes on to be a very good ODI player as well.
He does. In the 80s, if you actually look at his numbers in one-day cricket, it's much better.
He's not too bad.
His 87 World Cup is quite solid. I have a feeling he averages like 50 and at like a decent strike rate for that World Cup, for that tournament.
So it's very much that first game. I think it just fucks with his mind a little bit. Obviously, looking back, it was a silly thing to do. But yeah, I think he just went, there's no way we can win this game. And so I'm just going to get myself some batting practice. But yeah, it is hilarious.
I mean, Jared, he plays half the innings, right? But if you look at the rest of the team, it's not like they were particularly going fast.
No, it wasn't just him. It was the side, right? They decided they wouldn't be able to score it.
So
and we've seen that.
Sulkar,
I know this is going to sound,
fielders.
yeah,
Sorry.
this is going to sound weird, but associate teams used to do this, right? And India at that stage is not a superpower by any stretch, right?
Yeah.
And so it wasn't actually that uncommon to watch a team not go for a chase in a one-day international. I know that sounds weird now, but in those days, I remember when I interviewed the Irish guys about Kevin O'Brien's innings, and they said that traditionally they wouldn't have even gone for that type of a score.
Yeah.
But they would just try and have an honourable loss and make 250, 260. That was it. So if you look at it now, you would think that's the weirdest thing ever, but it wasn't particularly the weirdest thing at that point.
Fair. That makes sense. Although, Jared, they did win in 1971. They won in the West Indies. They won in England. So they were coming up.
Yeah, but that's Test cricket.
Yeah, but still, it's not like they were the worst. Were they
No.
the worst team at that point?
Okay, well, what was their win-loss record in the 70s then?
No, I'm not saying they would have been great anyway.
Yeah, but that's my point. So
yeah.
they're playing a new format of cricket. Yeah, they had a couple of wins, but you are talking about wins 4 years earlier.
Yeah, in a different format, true.
Yeah. And they're playing a team who plays in that format quite consistently.
Yeah, so for sure. So Eknath Solkar, one of the greatest fielders, he was 8 of 34. He was opening with Gavaskar.
Yeah.
Anshuman Gaikwad, 22 of 46. Gundappa Vishwanath, who we remember as a wristy player, who could really go on his day. And he was 37 of 59. So he was probably their fastest. He was their fastest batter by far. There's Brijesh Patel, who was 16 of 57. But the funny thing is, Jared, Mohinder Amarnath and Farooq Engineer don't even have a bat in this game.
Yeah.
They were two of the most, of that time, right? And Farooq Engineer was attacking, like a proper attacking player, was he not? With that.
Yeah. I mean, he would probably open the batting now, wouldn't he?
Oh yeah, possibly. Yes.
By the way,
the
this
whole
has
keeper
been
thing.
one of the great spells from
Yes,
Josh Hazelwood.
exactly, Jared.
He has dropped
we-
every single ball on
It's
the
the
right
Glenn McGrath
spot
thing.
over
Exactly.
and over again.
It's the
And he's found the
exact
exact
Glenn McGrath thing.
length, and he's getting genuine seam movement. He just hit Mitch Marsh in the balls as well. It's just been ridiculous how good he's been.
Yeah, and they just showed the thing, right, where everything was landing on that same length, and he's also bowling fast, Jared. Like he's clocking 140 plus quite regularly in all of this. So it's a really good combination. If you can bowl on a length, you can get the ball to seam, and like at all of this at a good pace. It's like the perfect combination, I feel, in some ways. There's another super chat from Vivek Prakash, actually related to the chat we were having earlier. He says the Bretley one is right. Fox showed it in the lunch show.
Yeah,
Is
but none of them are right, guys, because they're not
130
measured accurately. I
yeah.
I can tell you that from the people who've done the measurements have told me it's completely made up, right?
Okay, fair enough.
So then none of them are
Yeah.
actually right. But yes, I do remember it now. I
wanna
think
see
I've seen
that
him hit the
now.
ball further than that.
Wait, let me see. I will literally have a look right now. I cannot wait to see this.
Yeah. So it's just
They
one
have
of
it on the
those things.
GABA website actually, and it actually does say 143 meters on this. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's not written down as
No,
143.
that I
Yeah.
understood what you're saying, Jared. You're fair.
I want to say I saw Dan Christian or Chris Lynn hit the ball out of the Gabba. So does the Brett Lee one go out the Gabba? I think it does.
It for some reason the one. Okay, maybe this is the one before the big shot. Why does this feel like it's not gone out of the GABA? Or am I not seeing this correctly? I can't. One second.
Krunal Pandya is
Yeah,
coming
could
on
be
to
maybe
bowl.
Jared. Yeah.
So they're 42 for 2, but maybe 42 for 3 with Rishabh Pant's injury. They currently have an 86% chance of winning this RCB. He
He bowled that at 102, did he not? He's going to do that same thing again. He's going to keep confusing them. And Marsh against spin, I believe it's not his strongest suit, right? Like you ideally want him to go up against pace, and he did, but he's not on it today. And because he's not on it, some good bowling from RCB as well.
Well, this could be a
He's set,
wide,
but
this
he's not-
bouncer. It is. It's a wide. So
He
Krunal
Jared, he's
Pandya
bowled-
going with the
like, I
wides.
feel like he's bowled the most short balls in this season, even for pacers. Yeah, that is a wide. That has to be a wide.
Good keeping.
Yeah, exactly. This is a thing that they've been talking about recently, where it's one thing that Krunal is practicing this variation and
He hammers
executing it
this one.
properly.
He hammers this one. Does I almost said Sean Marsh? Mitch Marsh. Big slog sweep for 4.
Oh yeah, this is the exact thing we were talking about, right? Like he's really good at this particular shot, and sometimes it feels like he goes 6 or out from this sort of a shot. That's exactly what happened actually.
Actually,
when I
was
went
that
over there.
6?
He hit-
Jeez, he hit that so flat. I just thought that had to be
Oh,
4.
wow. I wouldn't be surprised if it was 6, Jared.
It almost carried. Might just have been short. I don't know if they're going to have a look at it in a minute, but yeah, they're still having a look. Yeah, just short. My God. He hit it so flat when he hit it, I thought it was absolutely a 4. I didn't realize he'd done it in that way. So from 95 to 108 kilometers, 112 was the bouncer as well. So as always, mixing his speeds up.
Yep. Like Jared, if you're a batter, how do you even plan against Krunal at the moment? Because you,
I think you
honestly,
just put
even
your
know
foot
that-
down the wicket and smash him over his head for 6. That's what Mitch Marsh has just done. Seems easy.
wow. Oh,
Why are the
okay,
others
yeah.
not doing that? I would do that.
To be fair, that was more in the slot as well, was it not? Far from an ideal ball for him.
so what
He's
do you
slow end in
do?
the slot. 188 kilometers. 88.7.
Yeah, good hit that.
Yeah. Good shot though, yeah, for sure.
No. I think all you. This is how I would prepare for it. I would face a bunch of spin in the nets, right? And then I would get. So I'm getting used to facing spin, and then I would get someone to do throw down spin,
Oh, yes.
and then it's just occasionally throw a bouncer. Just really, really randomly out of nowhere, and then I would try and do it so I knew what the field was, because the actual shot is. I think there's 2 easy shots here that no one's played yet. Everyone's trying to play the up and under, right? But if you're going to play the up and under, it has to be with a straight bat, not an angled bat, and you just hit it straight back over your head.
Okay.
There's no fielder right behind the wicketkeeper, and he ain't going to catch that if you get any bat on it, right?
Oh, yeah.
So
Would
instead
be
of
hard to
trying to hit
execute,
it past hit it over short third, that's a hard shot,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Suyanch is on. The second shot is that if you can practice for it and you can get used to it, I think the hook shot is the best option.
Oh yes, I can see the argument in that for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And you
like
can hit
at
it
a certain
down. You don't
point-
have to hit it up either. There's never going to be a fielder back for it.
Like at a certain point, you have to probably play that shot. Do you not? That seemed like the more obvious one to me.
Yeah. So
relatively. Yeah. fair.
I think, but you do have to practice this stuff. Like, it's all well and good for me to say it. Suyanch is bowling to Marsh, who I thought was going to bowl him. Actually, it was about to call that as a sicket because I thought Marsh would try and hit it for 6. He was halfway between thinking about hitting it hard, and then he went, oh, that's actually a good ball. And somehow he's inside edge to pass leg stump for 4.
Exactly. Googly as well, right? Like, obviously, with Suyash, we get that a lot. He is a googly bowler primarily.
Yeah, he didn't pick it.
meanwhile,
I
we can
think he
take-
realized late it was a wrong one and just hung his bat out, and it probably got away with it because of that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, true. There's another super chat from Vihir Shah, who.
Oh, wait. LBW shout. I think it's just outside the leg stump. They might. Oh, there's always a run out as well. It's all happening. Overthrows potentially. No.
Okay.
They wanted. One of the reasons was everyone was waiting for the review, and so everyone had half an eye on whether they were going to review this, and so everyone's got confused. You can read that out, and I'll tell you if they're going to review it. They are reviewing it. There you go. Read that one out.
Yep. So he asks if he should get his hopes up for SRH or is he delusional? What do you think, Jared? We had them 7th? Yeah, I had them 6th first, but then you were like they're not better than Delhi. So it's like I can definitely see the argument and that. So we moved them to 7.
I thought you
again,
had them too high.
I had them 6th, right? Not
Yeah.
too high. I didn't have them 5th. I had them 6th.
Yeah, I thought that was too high.
So 7th is fine, right? Or would you say you can go even lower?
No, well, that's why I moved them down. I don't think they're as
Oh,
bad
that's
as the
fair.
bottom 3 teams. But
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
I think I said in the piece that we had 3 tiers. I would almost say at the moment that Sunrisers should be a tier of their own underneath
Oh, interesting.
the others.
Yep. But now with the 2 quicks, it's getting interesting. I know, obviously,
It's
there's
one
an element of
game. I
surprise.
need to see a lot
Exactly.
more.
It's an element of surprise that takes you off guard. They've also
This is
signed
this
Dilshan
is not going to be
Madhushankar, I
out, by the
believe.
way. This is going down the leg side. I'm pretty
Fair,
sure.
fair.
Yeah. So
Dilshan Madhushankar, they've also signed.
yeah.
For
If-
cars.
they do have bowlers coming back, right? I don't know if they're game-changing bowlers.
Yeah, and they'll have comments at a certain point who I believe has also gotten better.
Oh, it would have been
recently.
umpires' calls, even closer than I thought.
Interesting.
And
Yeah, I mean, this one.
worth a review.
If for some reason it looks like it's going to go down.
It was
I know
always
you
going to
will
go
go
down,
into-
though.
Yeah.
As in, it was never going to hit the full leg stump just from where it was pitched.
Yeah. Fair.
So, look, I've got massive questions about Heinrich Klaassen.
Exactly. Most
Um,
runs at that strike rate. Come on, what's happening, Jared? Feels unreal.
But Head and
Abhishek.
Abhishek should do something from here on in.
Head, I believe, has been more volatile. Abhishek, when he's on, he's done really well.
Yeah, I think he's better. Well,
Yeah.
Head's either been
It's also the partnership
Head
Jared,
either
like-
gets a really good start and goes and gives it away, or
Yeah.
has a terrible start,
Exactly.
and you want him to give it away.
Yeah. And Jared, with them, it's the opening partnership, right? Like, we know that Abhishek has this, now he's having this thing of he's either scoring a 0 or he's scoring like 50 at a really, really brisk pace. So I think that comes with the territory. But a big part of Abhishek, I thought, was them getting them off to starts as often as they were back in that season in 2024 in particular.
Yeah.
Like, it will be interesting to check their averages actually. Now we have our stats man here. So he is going to tell us exactly what is wrong with SRH's opening at the moment.
Yeah. My theory is at the moment, and we might do a short video on this, is that Heinrich Klaassen, his shoulder injury is still there, and that's why he can't hit the 6s anymore. Hello, Varun.
Hello.
And that changes what this team is for me.
Yeah.
Because their main strength was the fact that they could beat you in the power play and beat you in the middle. And I'm not sure they can beat you in the middle anymore.
Yeah, the ceiling
And
goes
Jared,
down,
even
right?
in the power play, they're not the team that they once were, are they? Like, I know they're still one of the best, but you look at the other teams and they're catching up. Like, every team knows what they're supposed to do in the power play at this point. Not everybody can execute it, but you look at the Punjab opening pair, they're probably doing the same thing and more consistently right now.
Yeah. Exactly. So I don't think they're a genuine chance at the moment, but things can change, right? You know,
I would say they're more mid-table, like as I said for CSK roughly. Like they're around. Like I would say they're better than CSK probably, but I don't know if there's a whole lot between.
I would say they're lower mid-table.
Yeah, but actually both SRH and CSK, to be honest.
I think they're better than I think they have a genuine chance of making the finals if things come right, even if it's only fourth spot. I'm not sure. I think that was CSK.
No, I can get your argument. Actually, I might be a bit higher on CSK than you, even though we both have them 7 and 8, but like slightly more. I just feel like I like the way CSK's batting is lining up right now, and they've gotten 200.
Oh, I've got no issue with CSK's batting. It's just the bowling.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm okay with CSK's batting, I think, in general. I think they keep stuffing up Sarfaraz's batting position, but other than that, I'm genuinely pretty excited by their batting.
Where would we play Sarfaraz? First wicket outside the power play, I want to say? Give or take?
Every time.
That sounds right.
Yeah.
The thing is, the mistake that they're making, Varun, is that since they're opening with Gaikwad, if Gaikwad gets out of the power play, they have to use Matre, right? Like you cannot delay Matre's entry point a whole lot more at that point. And that by default is causing an issue with Sarfaraz.
I think they essentially have
Rob was a
number threes.
visionary.
Yeah. They have 2 number 3s, right? And one number 3 should come in if they lose a wicket early, and one if they don't lose a wicket early.
Yeah, exactly. That's a good one, actually. We have actually another super chat related to that game for SRH, which is the one. So thoughts on Saqib Hussain? His cutter will be a handful. Yeah, I mean, lots of people were praising him a lot. I have to say that. Did you have any notes, Jared, on that?
Yeah, I thought after about an over and a half that he looked more promising than Hingay did. Hingay still looks good as well, but I was like, Hingay's just basically running in and bowling back of a length and length deliveries and getting wickets.
Yeah.
Saqib bowled well with the new ball and then bowled even better with the old ball. He looked like a genuine prospect to me. Also, Varun might have to look at it, but I'm pretty sure some of his cutters actually spun. Right?
Yeah. I was going to say one spun like 2 degrees, I want to say.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. You don't see that very often. So again, that's something else I'm looking at. So not only they span and they dropped. It's hard watching him in this game. And look, next game he could bowl absolute arse and get smashed everywhere. But it's hard watching him in this game and not be thinking, why is he not played yet? Whereas with Hingay, I didn't think that. With Hingay, I'm like, okay, fair enough. It was a bit like our what's his name? Gurjanneet? Is that his name? The new fellow?
Yeah, the Chennai, yeah.
Sorry, can you say it? How do we pronounce it?
Gurjapneet, I believe.
Gurjapneet. So, Gurjapneet, I saw him in one game and he looked really good. And I thought to myself, I'm not sure that's as repeatable, even though
the next game he got hit.
Yeah, and the next game he got hit. I'm not saying that he might not still be a good bowler, but just in the short term, it's like he probably needs the right pitch for him, right? Hingay probably needs the right pitch for him. Saqib Hassan, I'm like, there might be 2 or 3 pitches that could suit his bowling, right? That's a huge strength. There's the hook shot. They played the hook shot of Krunal Pandya. I fucking told you.
You did, Jared. You did. I will give you that.
It does help if you're 2 foot tall like Badoni is, but that's I think
good shot, Jared.
Because you can't have a fielder there.
Exactly. Yeah.
Right. It just makes sense.
113 by the way.
The only thing I would say is I probably would hit that down because you can't go out.
Oh, okay.
If
so
you
if you miss it, it can go up in the air.
Yeah. If you hit that down every time, your expected runs off that ball should be like 2.8, and then he can't bowl it anymore. Right? Whereas if you hit it up, your expected runs go up, but so does your expected wickets.
Correct. He's gone for a few today, actually. March took him on in the last over, and now we have the 6 as well.
Yeah.
So that's interesting.
The other thing is, he actually is not particularly accurate with his bouncer, right? Like, I'm not having to go at him. It's hard to bowl a bouncer off 3 steps. Yeah, but he's not accurate with it. So he does give you chances. Like, if he bowls you one and you can't get it away, it's worth just waiting for the next one, because the next one will probably be wide or, he's gone through Mitch Marsh here. Marsh has had a weird day. He's ended up with 40 off 31. He did have to go through the Josh Hazlewood spell, to be fair, and Boovie bowled pretty well early on too. It looked like to me they wanted to bat slower today
Yeah, this was
in
the
order to
other
save
variation.
wickets, and they have not saved any wickets, but Krunel's gone straight through him here.
This was the other variation, Jared, the Kedar Jadhav ball. Was it
Oh,
not?
To be fair, it was wide and shit, wasn't
No,
it?
no,
And he just dragged it back on. No, I'm just
Dragged
saying.
it on.
Yeah.
He did.
But yeah, it was. It was the.
Kedar Jadhav ball. Slinger.
It's like Krunel Pandya hates spin.
He's worked
Have
it
we
out
talked
that
about how
day.
good Hazelwood was today?
Oh yeah, he's hitting everything on a length, Varun. Did you see
Yeah.
the map that they were showing? Do you have
Yes.
actually data on the bands that he hits the most today? Like 4 to 5,
He
4
hit-
to 6.
Yeah, everything was 6 to 10 basically.
Oh,
Good
wow.
length, the back of the length.
How
Yeah,
much
at-
in 6 to 8? What
So the
percentage?
shortest ball he bowled was 8.78 meters, and the
Oh,
fullest was
wow.
6.17.
Whoa, that's not a lot of. That's the exact thing that we were talking about. The Glenn McGrath
Yes,
thing of, like you have a coin
yeah.
on the pitch and you're hitting that over and over
Exactly.
again.
So his good length today was 7 runs in 10 balls. Back of the length was 3 of 8 and 1 wicket.
Oh wow, that's superb. Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
Was pretty good too. I think 10 of
Yeah,
8
he
of
was
his
great.
good length balls and
Sorry,
7 of
well
4 when he
done.
go in back of the length. I think one of those was the Marsh six.
Varun, we have a question for you. Neil Ladd asks.
Mm-hmm.
Can we
I
access-
did send it, put it in the group, put it in the chat last time, but the problem is Streamlit can't handle it.
Yeah, we crashed it, Neil.
Yeah.
We put it out there and
Streamlit
it
is-
crashed.
I think so many people went on it so quickly, it just crashed. It just kept crashing.
And
So
can we just say thank you to all those people, because it
Yes.
did mean a lot to us that they did
Yeah,
that.
definitely.
But it also meant no one could use it anymore. Look, we are in the process of obviously getting our funding at Combox. We will have a much more robust system in the future, which will be much more than just true stats as well. It'd be like our version of what you could see on Basketball Reference, but also a little bit more visualized. Cheyenne saw me planning some of it when I was in India last time, and Varun knows some of the stuff I want to do as well. Like we really want to do this properly. We want to make sure that everyone sees gets access to this sort of stuff.
and that's a 4.
Yeah, just a little bit too short and wide, as he quite often does, Suyansh. He just struggles with his length. So yeah, we are working towards it, Neil. But yeah, we probably not going to put it out again in the chat because we don't want it to crash again. So if you're lucky enough to be one of the people who got it, hopefully it's working again now,
I
isn't it?
still feel like if you're using that, if you know what that link is, if it's your day and you're lucky, it might work for that moment.
No,
it might
but
also
we
crash
can't
too.
put it out again because it will crash it again.
No, I'm not saying we are putting it out.
Yeah,
but
so if you
anybody
can
has
get
the
it
link-
off someone else, you can use it. It is working now.
or if
isn't
you
it?
had it the last time, you can
Yeah,
you can
that's what
try
I
it
mean.
right now.
That's what I'm saying.
Like for me, it's working right now, but who knows if it's going to keep working.
But if we put it
That's
up
the
in the
thing.
group now, Neil, it would stop working again.
That's the
Yes.
thing,
That's the issue that we have.
Unfortunately, yeah.
yeah.
Look, but yeah, it's 100% part of our plans. It was, I went to CricViz about a decade ago trying to get them to do this themselves. They never quite got around to it. Probably they would have made a lot of money from it as well. But it wasn't part of their plans, and I couldn't quite convince them why it would make sense for them going ahead. But we're going to do it ourselves and put it out there. There'll be a free version and a paid version probably in the future, but I would think that it will probably start largely as a free version until we get our subscription model up. So, and there'll be lots of information in the free version, but the paid version will obviously take it to a whole new level.
So we have another super chat from Prith who asks our opinion on the Harsha and Vikram Solanki convo issue. Did you guys catch that actually?
Is this
I was
just
at the
that he
ground.
said he was good looking?
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
Vikram Solanki got a bit irritated. I feel he's like, let's just stick to the cricket. I saw the clips later on. It was happening in the stadium when I was there, but at that moment I had no clue. And then later on when I saw the clips, like people were really going after this this whole thing. Like
It's a
there's
weird
also-
thing to say, but like,
Yeah.
so I interviewed Pat Cummins when he was really young, and
Hmm.
we were trying to interview him and talk about like how his life had changed as a teenager and how he'd become this sex symbol. So at that point, they were using him, and even though he hadn't played cricket in like a year for Australia, like he was on every poster, right? They were really selling him.
This was after his debut.
Yeah. After his debut, but he was injured at this point. He was
Correct,
pretty badly injured at this point. And he hadn't played for a while when he might have been 21 when we talked to him, a little bit older. And so we were we were interviewing him about it. I just think Mo Babbitt and Freddie Wild out on the field with Faf du Plessis before play, all chatting. Shout out to Freddie. Man puts the work in. Really respect him as a person. Known him since he was a kid, really. So anyway, so we're interviewing. For our interview, we really needed Pat Cummins to kind of admit that his life had changed and that like he was a bit of a sex symbol now and it was being used for promotions and everything. But he just wouldn't have it. And we just kept putting the question to him in different places. And eventually Sam Collins, who's doing the interview with me, just goes, but you're a really good looking guy, Pat. And there was the longest awkward silence after that, right? So it does sometimes happen. I don't really see why you would need to do it in these kinds of interviews mid-game, if we're being honest. I was probably on the watch-along or commentating, so I missed it. But yeah, it feels a bit weird. But Harsha Bogle has done hundreds of thousands of hours of broadcasting. He said lots of weird things. It is just part of the gig. I do it. Yeah. You know, everyone does it. It's just a normal thing that people do.
Irritation, I feel maybe it was not justified. He shouldn't have been that harsh, but maybe he just got irritated at that point. Like, these are some things that just happen in the moment, right? Like, sometimes you can't even blame either of them.
I don't know Vikram very well. When he got the Gujarat job, I actually sent him a message and then said, if you need anyone, he did not. I've always felt that Vikram's a very straight down the line dude.
Okay. Yeah.
There are probably other people. This is out court. Oh, Samad.
Abdul Samad. Oh.
He's got the Krunal Pandy's on fire here, by the way. He's got the one angled down the leg side, and for the second time in this inning, someone has tried to turn what is pretty much a bad ball down the leg side on the leg side and been caught on the offside. This wasn't as bad as the other one, but
for sure.
But it definitely held in the pitch a little bit.
That's what even I was thinking.
Yeah.
I wonder if that played a part.
And there's a leading edge this time.
What's the Shane Warne thing? If it seems, it spins or something like that, right?
Yeah, which isn't true, is it? Hasn't CricViz?
It's not true. CricViz had disproved that.
If it cuts, it spins. Look, you're broadcasting. You're trying to have fun. You've got when you're broadcasting, you've got people speaking in your ears. It might have been someone said, "Oh, Vikram Solanki goes viral every time we show him in the thing," and so Harsha was trying to like play on that. Maybe they had a thing that they were going to do. And Vikram just didn't want to talk about it, right?
Yeah, could be.
These things happen. It's just part of, like, I can, Bayram had that interview with Ben Duckett, didn't he, in the press conference when Bayram is trying to ask him a legitimate question and slightly phrases it wrong. And Ben Duckett and that interview go viral. And, I had people in the industry saying, you got to talk to Bayram. And I was like, I do, but actually the question was right. The question was, you were picked as an Asian specialist. You came to Asia and you didn't make any runs. Now you're back and you're making runs. Talk to us through the process. It's just that Bayram didn't phrase, and I've had it before. I had one with Matthew Mott and Meg Lanning when they lost the Harmanpreet game.
Exactly,
right? The Har Monster. And I knew what my question was. My question was this just a fluke outlier or were you not quite on it all the way through the tournament? Right? But I just couldn't nail the question right. And Matthew Mott got angrier and angrier the more times I tried to rephrase it. And everyone there the rest of the press kind of knew what I was getting at. Anyone who had followed the women's team was like, they kind of understood where I was going with it. But I just fucked it up again and again. You can find it on Red Inker as well. I did the interview with Brian Lara where I wanted to. What was the question I had for him?
Was it the Potts one?
No, that he was great on. There was something I asked early on, and I was trying to get an answer. Wasn't the backlift one?
Right.
Oh, I tell you what I was trying to get. I was trying to get him to talk about the fact that one of the reasons he was so good against spin is because he lived in Trinidad, and the pitches really spin there. Right? And so I was trying to get Brian Lara to talk about that. And the way I phrased it was one of the reasons instead of saying one of the reasons you're good against spin is because you played in spin, how much does it help to come from a place where the ball's spinning and keeping low? But what I said was, you're good against spin because you came from Trinidad and the wickets were tricky. Right? And he did not accept that as a premise of my question. Right? Just because I just misphrased it, right? And suddenly, if you go back and look at that interview, he was quite tetchy with me. It's only later as he started to realize what I was getting at and he understood it. I've had that a lot, right? I did one in front of a live audience, guys, where I thought it was like a jokey banter audience, and Darren Goff asked me to come in and host, and like I had a bunch of questions that me and Goffy had agreed on beforehand about to get him into stories. Right, that's all he wants to tell the stories, but he wants someone there to make sure that we keep the night going in the right direction. And one of them was, how do you get yourself up when in the 90s, like that team is so shit, right? And you're just getting smashed all the time. Now, he laughed at it. 200 people in the room, guys. Darren Goff was the only person who laughed at that question. And I completely lost the audience for the whole rest of the night. Right?
Right.
These things happen. You think you're doing the right. I was trying to get him into, it was tough, but we had fun and we thought we were going to win. And that's what I was leading him into. He knew what I was doing. The audience heard an Australian go, "Your team's shit." didn't handle it. Anyway,
that's also an element of all of this, actually. Like where you come from, sometimes like maybe
Yeah,
that plays a
exactly.
part in how if you make a mistake, you can have like people might stereotype you based on that. If you just get a question wrong, you're like, oh, he's from there, he's from here.
you see it a lot with Asian cricket media, right? They'll actually ask a really, really good question, but you, as you guys will know, there's some famously bad questions asked by Asian journalists, right? That just don't make any sense at all,
Exactly.
and are like, and so sometimes when an Asian
Is that
cricket,
out?
nah, it's spinning down leg
Down.
side.
Yeah.
When an Asian cricket journalist will ask a question that they haven't phrased correctly, it will be answered like they've asked one of those really stupid questions from a non-cricket journalist, right? And that is just because the person has, in their mind, has been asked 3 questions about Babar Azam already, right? And so they're already primed for the wrong thing. We used to get it with Cricinfo. It used to happen with the Cricinfo questions as well. Once they can tell a Cricinfo question is starting, they're like, "Oh, great, nerds." Right?
Yeah.
And they would give you a shit answer to what is a really fascinating question that they could answer correctly, but in their head, they've already switched off.
Yeah. I actually this you might remember this, Varun. This was from the 2018 South Africa series, the ODI series that India won. So they lost the Test series, then they won the Test series. So the ODI series, and then after that they had that big press conference, and like Ravi Shastri was finding Sid Monga. It's like where is Monga? Kahan hai Monga? Like that sort of a thing. So that thing is also there a bit. Maybe that's a valid point. And Monga is one of the good ones, right? That's the funny thing.
So Prit is saying this. So the theory is Vikram got annoyed with Harsha's previous
I
question
also
about his
used
role
that
and
one.
influence in GT stuff.
Yeah, because he was asking, like, is there any cricketing merit to your role or something like that, I believe. And I mean, he was the director of cricket, so would you not? I think maybe he got that bit like a bit wrong or didn't phrase it properly.
And that could be it, right? This is the thing of like, as I said before, it's like the Cameron Green one that happened recently, right? Did you guys see the Cameron Green one where he was at a Shield game as this one is paddled away by Mukul for 4? If he got any bat on that, I think he did. Did you guys see the one in Shield cricket where Cameron Green walked out on an interview?
I feel like a very vague memory. Like, I don't know what exactly you're talking about.
So he basically asked something along. I think that what this guy was trying to say is, you were out of form and now you've made runs. Can we kind of talk about that, right? And so he did not get the question, and then he got really angry, and then he started saying, "You're out to get me" and everything. Like, it was really, really dramatic what happened. And it's like sometimes you just do that, guys. I'm just going to pop out for 10 minutes. I'll see you in a bit.
Like, Varun, that's what I'm saying. Like, it might be happen. It might be the case that maybe you're annoyed that day and it's not your day, and you just got frustrated at a certain question. Like, at a certain point, all of these guys are human beings, so it can happen. I think not much to read into it, to be honest.
I think that's fair. Is there any super chats we can answer?
Yeah, we can. I like this one actually, the Hazelwood one. Let's take this one since this is relevant right now.
Is Hazelwood a good flat pitch bowler?
The current
He
version,
must
I
be
think
if he's good at T20
Yeah.
cricket, right?
Yeah, exactly. the current version has to be right. Will be
I mean, today's
interesting to
not
see
a
in
flat
Test
pitch,
cricket,
I
though.
think.
Today's not a flat pitch, I would say. As I always say, Chinnaswamy has a bit on it for the seamers early on, especially if you're bowling the right lines and lengths, you get the ball to move around a bit. And the pairing with Bhuvi, that I feel like that also plays a bit of a role in all of this. That now you've got 2 proper guys right at the top, so you can't even take. Like, if you take risks, there's always a chance that you can get out. And if you play it on merit, then you're not going to score as fast. So Hazelwood, is he a good flat pitch bowler? I think yes, but it will be worth looking into it into more detail for Test cricket and stuff as well, because I feel like his numbers have gotten better in Tests the more he has played, on all these tougher wickets of late. Has it not? But that could be a match factor thing as well. Like obviously the raw numbers are going to drop off, so it will be worth comparing how relative to the other bowlers he was doing when the wickets were flatter in Australia as well back in the day.
Yeah, I think I agree with you. I think one of the reasons he doesn't always pop in Asia is because he doesn't swing the ball much, right? At least reverse swing as well.
You
Unlike
mean Test
Stark,
cricket,
who
right?
can in
Yeah,
Test
yeah,
cricket, yes.
correct.
I think that's
Yeah,
why I
that's
don't know if he's always
He
a
also hasn't
strike
played a
weapon in
lot,
Asia.
has he? Yeah, he's not played
Yeah.
a lot actually in Asia. I feel since his, I think we did this for the most improved Test player piece. This whole improvement that he's had, he's actually not played a game in Asia, if I'm remembering this right. He definitely didn't play in India when they had that series. I want to say he didn't play the 2 series in Sri Lanka either. Max to max, he would have played 1 game, like in all of this.
Oh, Hazelwood.
When yeah, Hazelwood. Stark plays a lot in Asia, right? That's the one reason
Stark
why
plays a lot, yeah.
his overall numbers sometimes, like I know he's good in Asia actually. In Sri Lanka especially, he's really good. I feel like in India he's not taken that many wickets, but because he's played a lot in Asia, he's always has to go there and bowl. Like that also, at a certain point affects his stats, I think. Yeah, good
No
question
arguments there.
actually.
So Krunal's bowled really well today, I think.
Yeah, he has.
Oh, is that a
I think
6?
2.
No, I thought that was she was
Four
showing
dots.
highlights for a second because the scoreboard didn't pop up.
4 dots so far. Well, in this over. And then
Yeah,
the
this
six,
one's
yeah.
a 6.
100 wickets
Yeah.
for him, bro. Not bad. 147 matches. Like classic. This is elite defensive spinner numbers.
Yeah.
The thing is, if you would expect that if he was getting hit, his economy from 7.5 would have gone to 7.8 or something by now for his career, but it's still around that, and somehow he's found a way to keep being relevant in this format consistently.
I'm telling you, bro, 5 to 6 meters. Can't go wrong.
Yeah, exactly. And Chinnaswamy as well. That's why we were very much bullish on him for RCB back during the mega auction time. Were we not? Like they should definitely get him and he'll suit them and all of that. Because I think over the years, if you look at RCB's history before Krunal Pandya, they really lacked that one defensive spinner, did they not? Like they had Yuzi, who was arguably the best spinner in the league of all time, but he's a wicket taker. You also need sometimes these sorts of bowlers which other teams have had and have had success via that. I think this is something which they figured out this time and it's working for them.
Yeah, they
Like,
didn't have
right
any
now-
bowling with Uzi. That's the main issue.
That's the issue, exactly. And if you look at it right now, I would imagine most teams have a defensive spinner, would they not? Like not all, but so if we do this team by team, Chennai, who is Chennai's defensive spinner right now?
Akil?
That I'm not sure about. Oh yeah, Akil, I forgot about him completely. Yes, I will give you that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is there. But then he takes up an overseas
Sunrisers.
spot as
I
well.
guess Harsh Dubey is Harsh Dubey a defensive spinner? He has to be, right?
Yeah, I would say he's a defensive spinner. Yeah, that's a
Yeah,
good one.
Mumbai Santner. That's right.
Mumbai Sandner. Yeah.
Delhi
For-
Akshar.
Delhi Akshar is the classic one, of course.
KKR have Narayan.
KKR have Narayan, yes, but he's also like I feel like he takes a bit more wickets than a defensive spinner. Is that fair to say, or no? Or he's like
Yeah,
the
I
perfection.
think he's the
perfect model.
top dog of the
Yeah,
defense. He's the top dog of the
Yeah, yeah.
defensive ones, isn't
Just like Bumrah for Pacers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
he? Yeah, exactly. Who
Uh,
else are we
which other
missing?
team? Yeah.
Jadeja for Rajasthan, I guess. I
Punjab.
don't know if Jadeja is a defensive
Jadeja for
spinner
Rajasthan now.
anymore.
They're not bowling him much, but yeah, in theory,
Yeah.
definitely.
Punjab, if they
what
play
about Punjab?
Harpreet ever.
Harpreet, yeah, perfect. Yeah, they're not they're going with the 4 paces thing. Even Gujarat are similar actually in that regard because they've got Washi who they can use as a defensive spinner, but they don't bowl him.
They got
bowl
Sai
with
Kishore,
4
who's
pacers.
more.
They've got
He's
Sai
again,
Kishore
I
as
think
well,
he's
yeah.
more better than that. He's more strike as well, isn't he?
True.
He's quite good, I think. I still don't get why they didn't play him, man. It's like, for fuck's sake, you're a bowling team. Pick your best bowlers.
True.
Yeah. So
Wait,
Gargi
who
is
did you say
asking
are a
us-
bowling team?
Gujarat.
Gujarat. Oh yeah, Gujarat. Oh yeah, fair. So, but I think
Yeah.
the pace of
Why
Ashok
is the
very
bowling
promising,
team
bro.
not picking the best bowlers? Like, what's
No,
wrong
I
with
get
them?
that, but I feel like the pace of Ashok is very promising. Is it not?
Yeah, I'm not saying he should come in for Ashok. I'm just saying he should be in there for
Who else is he
Savatia.
come in for, bro? He can't come in for anyone.
Rahul
else.
Tewatia.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah,
batting
swap
the thing,
Holder
right?
with Rabada and swap
Oh yeah,
Savatia
I
with
like that.
Kishore.
That I like. Correct.
Yeah, it makes you a better
I'm
team.
with you on that. So Gargi asks if this is really a 160 pitch. Bro, I don't know if it's a 160 pitch, but It's definitely like RCB have bowled well. I don't think 160 will be enough to have.
I
a
don't know
good
how you
game.
play
180
Hazelwood when he was bowling that well.
True. I will give you that. But 180, we might have a game at least. 160, I don't think there's a game. I think 160 RCB can chase in their sleep, to be honest. I know it can always
Yeah.
come to bite me back when I'm making a statement like this. But honestly, like just looking at the form that RCB's batting lineup is in right now, 160, I really don't think it should be a problem. Unless Mayank, I believe, is playing today, right? If he goes on a tear early on, and if we see a repeat of that last game in 2024 where Mayank absolutely had RCB all over the place. To be fair, personnel change as well since then. And it will be interesting to see if they can somehow manage to get to like 180, 170 and put up a fight. But I don't think it's that.
So Anurag is saying more than defensive spin, it feels like you're making left arm off spinners. As right arm
He's right.
defensive off spin gone from T20. We actually talked about this on Combox, right? How many off spinners are there in the world right now? Who are not batters who just bowl off spin like Maxwell.
Exactly.
Right? Like Washington's barely bowling for Gujarat, isn't he?
Yeah.
Right?
He's not bowled much.
And he bats as well.
Exactly.
So yeah,
Like,
it's
you will not see a specialist off spinner, bro, to be honest. Like this is just the reality of the game right now. Like I feel like you might still see a specialist left arm finger spinner. I know they also need to bat a bit, ideally, but like you might find a specialist left arm finger spinner, or actually no, not even that, to be honest.
no, because
Even Harpreet Brar and Sai Kishore, they can all
Kishore's
bat a
not
bit.
playing, right? He can bat,
But he
but
can
he's
bat
not
a bit,
playing.
bro. Yeah.
Yeah. That's my issue, right? He can bat a bit and they're still not picking him.
So Suyash actually goes for 34 and 4 overs today at Chinnaswamy. Once again, this is the same thing that we were talking about, right? I feel like what happens a lot is might not have happened today actually, but a lot of Suyash's defensive spells, they help Krunal get wickets, if that makes sense.
Yeah, also, I don't think this suited his bowling anywhere today. I think this pitch suited Krunal much more than it suited him.
But 34 is a good output. I think it does help when you lose as many wickets as LSG did early on, but I'll be happy with that if I'm Suyash. He could be, bro, one of those players we were talking about mega auction, no? Who are RCB likely to retain? Like, let's say if the mega auction is the season after the next season, he could be interesting if he starts taking wickets and he's young right now.
I think he'd almost have to. I think he needs to be much better than he has been for me to retain him. I'd try and buy him back.
Oh yeah, actually that's a good one. Yeah, I feel like he's also more buyback than retain at the moment. Fair.
Yep. I think he's quite good though. I don't.
Yeah,
I don't have an issue with his bowling.
He doesn't profile as a leg spinner, bro. Like actually, if you think about it, he doesn't bowl a lot of leg spin, does he? He bowls a lot of googlies. He keeps spinning it into the batters, the right-handers. So I think that certainly plays a part. Maybe he is not a leg spinner. No, I'm just kidding. Obviously, he's a leg spinner, but he's a googly bowler, a bit like Bishnoi in a sense, right?
Yeah. Also, the Aguia is asking us, would you play Bethel over Romario for that extra spin option as pitches slow down? No, but the more interesting thing is, as people I think are starting to like, is if RCB are batting first, you have Romario and Duffy on the bench, and depending on how many wickets RCB lose, you send Duffy in instead of Romario, and that makes RCB's bowling even better, right?
Exactly.
But the issue, I think, the problem I have with that is 3 new ball bowlers again. Duffy is at his best with the new ball. You have Hazelwood. If Hazelwood's bowling like how he has today, I'm not taking him away from the new ball.
Never.
Bhuvi needs the new ball.
Bhuvi needs the new ball, and Rasik is also your first change. Like, you also don't want to delay him too much. Like, ideally, you want him to bowl a cup. I think you want him to bowl at least 1 over in the power play, and if he's bowling well, then you give him a second, and then he can obviously do a job for you after that, right? So he's the classic first change bowler, which is why I was also asking this question earlier, that why are they not playing him over Abhinandan? Or even like Mangesh, I was also asking if they should consider Mangesh because he adds some batting. But I think they've gone with Rasik and that has worked for them so far. So yeah, I don't think Bethel for Romario works. Also because Bethel's batting position will be, where will he bat? It's a bit odd, is it not? And is he that good a bowler right now for you to be trusting him as an option on spin-friendly wickets? Again, I don't know. If you
but
want
also
to play a
he's the
spinner,
left arm finger spinner as well, right?
bro, if you want to play an extra spinner, you can play Vicky Ostwal, no? Or Kanish Chauhan, the
Not
under
too
19
familiar with either of them. Yeah, Kanik Chauhan,
I believe
think
Vicky
we talked about
Ostwal is
him.
a left arm finger spinner, is he not?
Mhm.
I hope I'm not wrong.
Rasik's
Yes, I
bowling
think he is
now.
a left-arm finger spinner. There are edits for him and all, bro. Yeah, he is a left-arm finger spinner. He's
And
23
he's got a
actually.
4. Badani's batted
He-
really well, I think. I wonder if the pitch is just flattening out for him.
Oh yeah, that's an interesting one. And Mukesh. Mukul has also stuck around for a bit, has he not? Handy.
Yeah. So they still have Pant, right? Because he was injured.
Yeah. It will be interesting to see if he can bat in the first place, though.
Mm. What are
But
they on?
will
They're
he be fit enough to
117
go?
now, right? They probably could get 170 now.
They can. Yeah.
Yeah. I think
I think
I'd
if I
back
have to
them.
predict, they'll make 165 from here, bro. What do you think?
Mhm.
I'm going 165.
Yeah, I'll say 170. Why not?
Fair. Let's see.
Yeah. Whether that will be enough, we don't know. But
Oh yeah, that for. But if they get early wickets, we might have a game. Because if you think about it so far, have RCB lost a lot of early? They lost against Rajasthan, right? Against Rajasthan, they lost what? 3 in
yes.
the power play, and then immediately after that, Krunal also gets out, and they kept losing wickets actually in that game.
I
But
mean,
against
that
Chennai, they had
Rajasthan
lost.
game was batshit crazy.
Yeah, that was a hilarious game actually. But if we actually look at the other ones, they didn't lose a wicket against Mumbai. They lost 1 wicket against Chennai in the power play, and they lost 1 wicket against Sunrisers in the run chase. So they haven't actually lost. I believe their average was like 51 or something, bro. They were not losing wickets only in the first 4 games. Or was it
Uh,
40 something? Maybe I'm getting this wrong. Maybe
I guess
51
the
was
other
Mumbai's
thing
bowling
would
average.
be is if Virat's
Yeah.
not completely fit, he might be looking to
Fair.
be more attacking, which means his chances
Oh
of
yeah,
getting out go higher. And then if the
that
ball
happens.
moves early on, Salt can be a sitting duck. If you get
Fair.
both of them early, then
That makes it
you'd have
interesting.
what Devdutt Padikkal and Rajat Patidar in the power play, which and
Yeah,
quite early, right?
yeah.
So
That's
that's
fun
the
way to
only chance
definitely.
Delhi, Luck now have to win this.
Yeah, I agree. And that also is not a guarantee, bro, because like they still have batting after that. They can like always rebuild and go ahead with it. But yeah, that's your I think best opportunity. I mean, it sounds obvious, but taking wickets in the power play, feel like that's what you want to do here.
Yeah, because
Krunal
if both of them
Pandya's,
survive the power play, I don't think Lucknow will win this.
then there is I think very little chance for them.
There's no chance.
Yeah, like even if they don't bat as fast as they have been, RCB in the power play so far, if they just even if they go at like say 55 for none, they would take that, to be honest, on this in this sort of a chase, because then you know what you're doing. But let's see. A lot of it will eventually depend on the way Lucknow bowl and how Virat is going to feel because of the whole injury stuff and everything. If he's going to think,
And
okay, I know I'm not
Badoni
going
is
to.
out.
Uh-oh.
A slow ball from Rasik.
He was the first over also slow, bro. 105. Yeah, that's a good catch as well. Yeah, regulation, as Rob
It was
Barron
good
would
stuff.
say, but I like that catch.
If Pant isn't coming out to bat now, that means Mohammad Shami is coming in.
Oh wow! Yes, you are
Yeah.
right. They have Shami at 8.
Yeah.
They had Linda. What's the pronunciation for him? I'm so sorry.
George
Uh,
Linda. Yeah.
George Linda, I believe. Yeah. So he in the last game he came in and he added a few runs. Shami also actually slogged a bit, but I think having Linda at 8 helped them prolong their
And you
score
have
a bit
Avesh
more.
Khan at Chinnaswamy, the greatest the batsman ever.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I actually don't mind Linda on this pitch because this pitch, from what I've seen, it helped
Can they sub
Krunal,
him
so it
in
might
now?
help Linda.
How many overseas do they have right now? They have Marsh and Markram and Puran.
Yeah, so
They can
Pant has
sub
come
another
in.
overseas. Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like he might see if he can, actually connect it, because if there's no point doing that, he might just be like, okay, I'm going off again. I think he wants to take a chance now, because now is the time to do it. If the specialist bat is gone, right?
Yeah. Let's see what Rishabh Pant does with 4 overs
Sorry,
remaining.
so RCB were actually they are averaging 47 this IPL with the bat, and at 11.8 runs and over. So they were not actually
Yeah.
lost a lot of wickets all the way through.
Yeah, they feels like they've been 4 down every game, haven't they? Like
Yeah,
Romario's barely batted.
Romario has barely batted. Jitesh has had like a couple of bad games, but generally he's also not had as much of a hit.
So Rasik's coming in with Rishabh Pant on strike. And it's an attempted wide Yorker, I want to say. And Pant swings and he misses. And that's his over done. Rasik's bowled well for 2 games in a row now. I think it's impressive.
He's bowling really well.
Yeah. Even the last game was the longest 1 over ever of my life when he bowled that 1 over. We just kept coming in, getting massaged in the middle of it, and then doing it again and again. I get nightmares about that game,
Another-
man.
Did we take this question? Oh yeah, I think we took this question. No,
We
Is this
might have.
game over?
So Kaushal is saying,
It's
is this
basically
game
still-
over? No, I don't know. It's hard. No game is ever over because LSG's strength is their bowling, isn't it?
Is there?
What we're seeing now is the weaker skill set.
Yeah. But then again, LSG have also played on some good bowling surfaces, bro, today. If
Yeah,
to-
and
to
what
be fair,
changes
today-
it is a fit Mayank Yadav. That completely changes
Yeah.
the odds of them.
Yeah, I'll give you that. Yeah. Surely this pitch isn't bad. This back-to-back low bounce. Yeah, even I think it's not as difficult to wicket as Lucknow's output suggests, but I think you have to give it to RCB's bowlers, right? Like when Hazelwood is bowling at that tempo and as consistently, like he was also quick, bro. Did you see he was bowling 140s quite
Yes.
consistently? So
He was insane.
I feel like that makes it really hard for you, to be honest.
Yeah, like so what? We had Krunal who bowled really well, and then we have Hoff who bowled amazingly well.
Yeah. Rasikh, bro.
Yeah, so-
Everyone has bowled well, to be honest. I think so far.
Rasika's bowled well. Bhuvi's done well, so it's a
Everyone
good
has
well. It's a terrible batting lineup going up against a very well disciplined and well planned bowling unit.
Yeah.
Right on a pitch that I don't think this is a road.
No, it's not a road. I will give you
Right.
that for sure.
Yeah.
It's not a road.
Maybe let's
But
say
I also
180 to
don't-
200 is where I think you should aim for on this pitch. It's not there's definitely not much more than that.
Yeah, I can say that. Yeah, with 200, I think you will have a game. If you make 200 on the surface batting first, because if you even look at the
Oh,
Chennai
has
game,
been dropped.
oh yeah, he has been dropped indeed.
Yeah,
If
it's a
you look at
wide
the
oak.
CSK
Pant
game,
tries
bro,
to steer it, and then he's been put down.
was the CSK game not a new ball game in a sense? Like CSK just lost too many wickets with the new ball, and that meant that they were always behind the game, were they not?
Yeah.
So, and RCB also could have lost wickets. RCB could have scored more runs with the way they were swinging their bat at everything. It could have gone either way, honestly. But like I just think that game that's the issue. If you take early wickets we know that Chinnaswamy has actually historically aided new ball bowling a bit. So that's your best chance. I think if you can manage something there, who knows? Low bounce. Have you seen any low bounce so far? I don't know.
No, not
Doesn't
necessarily.
feel like it, does it? It feels like a normal
and
surface in that sense.
he saved it. Yeah, good
Well,
fielding
so
there. They come back
Is
for
that
two.
Devdutt?
It was a
That is
short
Devdutt.
ball.
That is Devdutt, right? Bro, Bhuvi's speeds have also been decent, I think, this IPL. Like, he's clocking that high 130s fairly often. Or
Yeah, I think Bhuvi's bowling well this
Mid-130s.
IPL.
he's bowling well, yeah, for sure. Jared was also saying that.
No, do you remember we were talking about if we build a over 35 IPL team with all the Indian players, it's not a bad T20 side.
It's not a, sorry? It's not a bad
It's not a bad T20 side. Yeah.
Yeah, bro, but
He attempts a
actually,
short
there's
ball
not
again.
many over
And he's
35
given
players in
wide.
the league right now. Like, you have to pick
Yeah.
whoever you get at a certain point. Like we were saying, Rahane and Kohli and all that. Like, where does Rahane bat? Where do you want Kohli at 3 and all that? You don't have much of a choice with the sort of.
Yeah,
team
you'd
that-
have Jadeja,
like,
Krunal,
There's not actually that many
Bhuvi,
guys who are bat.
Sandeep.
over 35.
Is Sandeep over 30? Sandeep's not over 35, sorry.
I think
What was
he
I
is.
thinking?
Krunal is also above
Sandeep
35,
over
by the
30?
way.
Krunal is over 35, I know that.
Sandeep
Sky is the
Sharma-
one you missed, Shayan.
Okay, no,
as a
Sandeep
batter.
Sharma is not. I'm sorry, I think. Yeah, Sky is.
I
Certainly.
think
That's your
yeah.
top 4. You
Yeah.
can have Kohli and Rohit opening with Rahane 1 down and Sky at 4.
so. Rob will
Yeah,
join us
Sandeep
in the
is
second
not
innings, I believe.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm the discount Rob Barron. The reason Rob Barron does, just in case anyone cares, the reason Rob Barron doesn't do the first innings is because he has a job, and so he works normal hours in this job, and so then he comes in for the second innings when he's just hanging out because he's going to be watching the game anyway in his mind, so he might as well be on with us, right?
Yeah. So Jared Sharan has asked this: two teams with really good analysts go up against each other, and assuming equal team strength, does it become a contest of which team outsmarts the other, or does it become a contest of who does less stupid stuff?
What's
Or
the form on a given
And
day?
he's gone. Oh, what a
Course.
catch that is!
Yeah,
Praful
punt.
Salt.
oh,
Who's
Rishabh
taken
Pant's
some
back. I hadn't
screamers.
even noticed that. I was
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a really good catch. Salt.
Full Salt's taken some
scream.
screamers this
exactly.
this season.
This
Yeah.
season, even last season, bro, the final, you remember?
He swept the fast bowler there, and it was caught out at deep mid wicket. As we said, really good catch from Phil Salt. Okay,
So
so
then, Jared,
when it comes
he's
to
got
two
2 of
analysts,
13 from Puran and Pant, by the way. 2 of 13 from
Yeah.
Puran and Pant.
when it comes to this question and the analysts, the only answer can be who is more alpha out of the analysts. No, Look, if it's a one-off game, it doesn't really matter, if we're being honest, because luck is going to play as big a part as anything else.
Form on
I
that
don't know who
given
the
day.
Renegades analyst was I was going up against in the Big Bash final years ago, but I know I had the better game, right? And we lost. He just got one good partnership. That's not to say he's not a better analyst than me.
I don't know, Jared. You dropped Evan Gulbis.
I didn't drop Evan Gulbis. I would never drop Evan Gulbis. We're all aware of this. So I think if you look at it from that perspective, it may be if you played over 10 games, it might be a contest of which team outsmarts each other. But even when it comes to being an analyst and everything, each individual game is going to have toss, dew, the ball swinging more for one team than it does for the other, drop catches and everything else. Realistically, that is what would define those games more than anything else, I would say.
If it's a series, Jared, 5-match series, how would you take that then?
Yeah, I still think that the non-stuff plays the biggest part, right? It's like if you have two great coaches against each other. You can have two great coaches with really similar sides, but when it comes down to it, it's going to be the stuff that you can't plan for that is going to have the biggest impact. Yeah. Let's say my team drops 2 catches and the other analyst team drops 1 catch, right?
Exactly.
But they drop 1 catch and that guy goes on to make 100 and my 2 catches both go out next ball, right?
Exactly.
Like, you know, that at a certain point, I think it's probably not exactly the answer he wants, but essentially those are the things that you can't do. 2 great analysts should cancel each other out. So I don't think it's a team of whichever one outsmarts each other or even the mistakes. I think it's probably more to do with the fact that on any given day, that's how the matchups work, right? That it just doesn't go exactly the way you want it to go.
They've subbed George Linda. And did you guys see that?
So that means another game where Mayank is not playing. Didn't Tom Moody say he's available and fully fit?
He was in the subs. That's the thing, bro. They didn't start him.
I think he was in the subs last game, though, wasn't he?
Was he?
I'm pretty sure.
I have a
Could be
feeling
wrong.
He was not. I have a feeling he was not, but I have to check that one.
I know I've seen him as a sub. I thought I had seen him as a sub at other times.
Yeah. LSG versus Gujarat, right? 2026. Anyway, so which means we are not going to see Mayank going up against this RCB top order. That will be that's a bit of a disappointment. I did want to see
that's
that
advantage RCB then.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
But that would have been a
bowling
fun
last
matchup
over.
to watch also, bro. Like,
And he's bowled his worst ball of the day.
what a dud. Sack him. Hazelwood's finished.
Yeah, he's washed.
as Varun says always.
So Jared, I have a question for you. If you're a Hazelwood and you had such great success bowling good length and back of the length today, even for the death overs, are you tempted to just stick to that, or do you go to your death plans immediately?
Probably also depends on the plan I have for the batter, right?
Yeah.
If I think it's a player who's going to struggle with my best length, with a softer ball, which
And he's
he
gone back to
has,
length
he's
again.
just gone back to it now.
Yeah.
I would probably bowl that. However, if I'm not as sure about that, right, I probably think, well, Yorkers. If it's me, I probably would bowl a Yorker, a slower ball, and my normal length early on in the over just to see.
Oh.
Mm.
Then I know, right, for 100%.
So I think
We've
we
taken
answered
this
this,
one
Shan. So
already.
Rudra's asked this. Surely the pitches and bats are bad,
We
low
just took
bounce.
this one, bro.
Yeah, sorry.
Do you think, Jared, there's been low bounce though? I don't think so.
I think it's been a little bit low at times, don't you? I think a
doesn't-
couple of
what
balls
is-
went. I think quite a few balls went under Mitch Marsh's bat.
Oh yeah, okay, that's a good point actually. I
Yeah.
didn't actually factor that in. True.
I don't know if it's been low bounce. I wonder
No,
if it's been
not low bounce in
slightly
that sense.
inconsistent bounce, maybe. Because I mean, the ball that hit the elbow wasn't low bounce, right?
Yeah.
Krunel's
I
managed.
see
Oh,
what
that
you're
did
saying.
badly. Yeah.
It,
Oh,
it
yeah,
would be
fair.
very
Some
hard
low
for
bounce.
Krunel to bowl bounces if it's low bounce pitch.
True.
Yeah.
It's not hard for him to bowl bounces if it's an inconsistent pitch.
I
I
will
think
actually
there's a
agree.
couple which went away from the normalcy, but it's not a
Big
inconsistent pitch, I'd say.
Fair. Yeah, we remember the ones that are inconsistent, right? But it's
Maybe
about looking at
slightly
the
high
perspective.
bounce, if anything. I don't know if it's been low bounce.
Yeah, I just think it's been a little bit inconsistent. Sometimes it's gone under the bat, sometimes it's hit you on the elbow, which and then on top of that, it's a really good disciplined bowling attack that really know what
Yeah,
they're
that's
doing.
what we were just saying, right?
Yeah. So So Sarthak, okay, there you go. Sarthak Srivastava is asking us, "Hi, Jared Kimber and team. What do you make about New South Wales and Queensland pushing against BBL privatization, and would selling of BBL helps Cricket Australia in the future?" I have no idea what this is about.
I mean, I
It's
know what's
about
going
what happened
on.
with the 100.
Yeah,
So
but I don't know if I have an answer for it, to be honest.
So Cricket Australia are looking at doing what the ECB did with the 100, Varun. Oh, Varun doesn't care. He's left.
He's like,
Um,
you guys take it. I'm gone.
essentially, what they are trying to do is sell off the teams and obviously bring in ownership groups. I don't know how it benefits Australian cricket to sell off the teams because I don't think that league. It's already going up against the SA20, which has already done it. What's
did you see that shot, Jared?
Yeah, it's a great shot. Flipped Hazelwood over his head.
140 kph, by the way.
That was Linda, wasn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Like what a amazing shot, actually.
I can hear myself. Oh, it might have been on Varun's one as it was coming back in.
Yeah, sorry.
So what they're looking at doing is privatizing the Big Bash, the way that the 100 and the SA20 is, Varun, right? And what Queensland?
Are you
and New
saying
South
you don't want
Wales
to
are
say
saying-
MI Melbourne, Jared?
It would be MI Melbourne. So the issue is
Canberra Super Kings. What else is there?
would selling off the BBL help in the future? It doesn't help. It gets them more money, right? And then it's how they invest that money to make it work really well. How would you make? I don't know how you make it bigger, right? The thing that would help the Big Bash the most would be not being played during the peak of summer. They've already done that. If they do this and the Big Bash is being played in the height of summer, right? At the same time the international players are going, if you do this, you eventually ruin your international team, right?
But why would they change the schedule with the ownership changing? If the ownership changes.
If I am in Mumbai, Melbourne, are you saying I don't want the
No,
best
it's
players
MI
from
Melbourne,
Australia?
Jared, not Mumbai Melbourne. It's
Oh,
Mumbai
yeah,
Indians
yeah.
Melbourne.
Yeah.
MI Melbourne. Yeah,
True.
MI Melbourne.
Do I not want the best players from Australia playing in that tournament if I've just spent $50 million?
Oh yeah, you have a point.
Yeah, also,
100
what is it?
million,
It's,
200
it
million,
already clashes with the SA20 and I want to
Exactly.
say,
ILT20 as well.
what's the one in the UAE? ILT20, thank you. Yeah.
ILT20. Yeah.
Right? So then, are they going to get as much money as the 100 got? One of the reasons the 100 got so much money is that it's a
The window.
bigger market than Australia, right? And it's not clashing with other things.
Exactly. The window is open for them pretty much.
So there's lots of issues there. Now, how does it make Australian cricket better? It brings in, let's say it brings in $1.5 billion, right? That's quite a lot of money. Australia already has the best cricket stadiums in the world, right?
They do.
How does it help bring in other players? Does it make it so that people are more likely to pick cricket than other sports? IPL and all these franchise leagues have already kind of done that a little bit, as he's almost caught down on the boundary there, Linda. Then you've sold off. So what's the big strength that Australia has over all the other cricket nations and always has is the fact that Shield cricket has always been played generally to make sure that the players are at their best for the international team, way more than any other country has ever managed to do. What happens to all that? So yes, you get an influx of cash. Does it actually help Australian cricket? And that's all New South Wales and Queensland are saying, right? Eventually it will be sold off. But does it make sense to sell it off at the moment? Are we selling it off to the right people? If you sell it off to the IPL owners, right, you're creating a subsidiary league again. You've got to make all those decisions. And I think if you're New South Wales and Queensland, you probably are looking at it from that perspective. And, you know, I don't think there's a bad answer. I think if they sell it off, there will be good things that will come off it. I think if they don't sell it off, there'll be good things that come off it. I think it's a really interesting one.
Jared, they just showed Mukul Chaudhary's split for today. He scored 2 runs on the offside and 29 on the onside. That is worth something.
So wide Yorkers then?
I suppose so, yes.
Oh,
He
that's
hit
high in
them
the
for a
air.
six the last
That's good.
game, if you remember.
And he's
Oh,
taken
great
it.
catch by Tim David. Running back towards the boundary here. That's going to annoy
Actually, we
Rob
have some
Barron.
good fielders, I have to say that. I know they just sort of dropped the first one, but like generally, you can see they've got good boundary riders, I think. You've got Tim David, you've got Phil Salt. These two, I think, definitely play a big part in all of this. And Krunal is good. Like, he's also a handy fielder, is he not? But Padikkal is decent. I think Padikkal is as well decent. Kohli can drop a few catches, but like generally he's energetic and he's going to the runouts and stuff. He'll be handy, I think, and ground fielding. And who else do we have? Who's the
Also,
handy
like,
fielder?
does it make sense to have Linda as an impact sub with 3 overs remaining? If it was like 7 overs remaining, I'd understand it.
They just want to maximize the runs, bro. Like they want to have something to play with. I think that is the argument here.
Yeah, but like
I
if
know
it's
we all
3 overs,
want to
how
see
much
Mayank.
can you maximize? No, if it was like if they were, I don't know, 80 for 6 after 12, I'd understand him coming in. But if it's like you're not gonna get a lot of runs from him with 3 overs remaining, are you?
Bro, but that's better than not having a batter only, And like if you want runs.
Yeah, fair. I guess. So Jack is asking us, did you guys do a quick picks for greatest slumps of all time? How do you measure and compare a slump? How high would Cam Green be on the list? I think what would
Green
the
wouldn't even be on it, would he?
easiest? No, the easiest way would be what is the highest the average has ever been,
highest
and what did they end up
correct.
with, and see the difference.
Yeah.
Okay,
If you-
then Mike Hussey would be on that list, as we've got another wicket
Yeah.
here as Shami gets bowled.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So
Oof.
I'm not sure that we could say that. Did Mike Hussey have a slump when he was averaging 35 in Test cricket for 2 years?
We have to factor those things in, right?
Yeah, that is a slump, is it not?
I
It
don't know.
is,
30
but
is it a
he's
slump
also-
or is it just slightly below average?
Reversion. to
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I
Yeah.
mean. You have to be a little bit careful with that from that perspective. I think Neil Harvey, Virat Kohli, Jimmy Adams, those are slumps.
There's another one I'm forgetting.
I mean, Cameron
Gordon
Green
Reynolds.
hasn't even
Gordon
become a good
Reynolds,
player
Gordon-
yet. I don't know how he
Oh,
would
yes.
be going through a slump.
Agreed. Maybe for his stocks, Jared, like he was rated very highly, and now people are underrating him a lot.
But
perhaps.
that's
Like,
not
I
a
still
slump,
don't
is
think-
it? That's
I know,
people,
it's not a slump.
That's people
It's a-
projecting you're going to be good
it's
and
a-
you're not good.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That-
I think everyone's sold their Cam Green stocks, haven't they?
It's
Yeah, and then
definitely
when he's
like
28, he'll be really good again, and everyone will look like idiots, right?
that. I am not selling my Cam Green stock. I still think he's good. He is just in the wrong team right now, to be honest.
So Siddharth is saying, I'm back, Jared and gang. We all love Krunal's braids, right?
He was on the
Oh, is
wagon
it?
wheel.
Yeah, it
he
is
was
weird, sorry,
sending
yeah.
some messages on wagon wheel thanking us for these shows as well.
Nice.
That's great.
That's always nice. So Rohit Kumar Jha has asked us, can Dharamshala Cricket Stadium host Chess World Championship match in India in 2026? We'll take chess to a whole new level, which is usually an indoor sport. Now, what Dharamshala needs to do is host chess boxing. That's what we need.
Can
More in
you
India.
do it like, is a stadium too windy for chess? Does chess get affected by wind outside? I know New York and India both have a lot of outdoor chess, right? But is there a chance that your pieces could be blown? And does that matter?
Oh, wow, that's a good question, actually. But I honestly don't think this is.
I mean, I've
my-
seen people play it outdoors in India, and obviously New York's famous
Yeah.
for it, so I'm assuming it's okay. But I've been in a lot of cricket stadiums and tried to record, right? And you end up with like muffs on muffs, right? With your sound stuff because it's so windy in cricket stadiums. I don't know if it's the big open spaces or the shapes or whatever, but
Yeah.
not that I remember Dharamshala being particularly windy, but
Also, Jared,
you wouldn't want to do it at the
how
fucking
does it make the
basin.
game better? How does
Hey?
it make the game better? Like, what does it add? Does it add an aesthetic value, or like I'm not getting that bit here? Like, how does it make that sport of chess better?
I don't know. I would do it on the back of a lion. There's one of them around the shoulders, one of them around the hips, and you have to hold on and play chess.
So King Niz is saying, I'm backing SRH to go all the way this year because of Cummins.
Interesting.
I can't imagine they can go all the way this year if Klaasen isn't Klaasening.
Yeah. That's.
Oh,
and
what? Oh,
bowling
is that
was
going to
still-
hit that for six? Is
Yeah,
it a for
just got
six?
it over
What a
long
shot.
on.
Oh yeah, what a shot.
Yeah. I think one of the comments was saying he's part of the MS Dhoni school, so we're going to see
Yeah.
last over fireworks.
Oh, bro, and the helicopter also.
Yeah.
He's got the helicopter shot as well.
Yeah, but a solid innings by him today. You take this any
Yeah,
day.
yeah.
He's had 2 good innings so far already in this season.
Already. I thought even in the first game, I don't think he made many runs, but he looked fine. He came in and got a few boundaries up against Delhi. I was at that game, so I remember that bit. But even the last game, actually, yeah, he hit. I think Shami bowled him a bouncer and he hit, not Shami. Shami's in his team. Sorry, Rabada bowled him a bouncer and he hit him for a 6 on the onside. Like he pulled that.
Oh, nice. Oh, and he's bowled.
Praise him too much, I suppose.
Yeah.
But yeah, good innings.
They
yeah.
put the
Definitely
commentator's
has
curse
given
on
them
him.
Yeah, you will give him some sort of that will give Lucknow some sort of
Yeah.
semblance of
They probably
respectability.
don't
I
have
would say.
enough, right? I think.
Yeah, of course they don't have enough, bro.
Yeah.
They're like at least they're 20 short than what I was saying they can make, and 25 than
Yeah.
what you were saying.
Yes.
So RCB have actually
They
nailed every bowling
seriously
phase.
bottled it.
He got
Yeah.
nutmegged on that ball, by the way. Did you guys see that?
He did.
Yes.
I think it's quite unlikely that Pat Cummins is going to be the difference between where Sunrisers are now and winning the championship.
Agreed. He's
by
not.
the way.
He's going to make them
Yeah.
maybe
He'll make them
2
a
or
better
3%
side.
better.
Yeah.
It makes them 2 or 3% better, right? But not like it's not like Bumrah is coming back or some player of that level, right? Or
Yeah. It's not
I
like
actually
Hazelwood
think
is coming back.
the bigger swing is actually what Varun is saying. If Klaasen gets his old form back, that I think actually makes them like maybe a 5 to 10% team better than they are.
Also, like if Abhishek will stop doing the binary thing, if it's either like single
But that
digit
is
score,
part of
50
it,
or
bro, I
20,
think.
right?
No,
No,
you
but
can't
like
take that away.
Abhishek had his. Do you remember there was a point where he was getting like 25 in every
I
game
remember
or
that
something?
very well.
Yeah.
The Asia Cup and
Yeah.
the series in Australia, he was getting starts consistently and player of the series both times actually for his.
I think the issue is
consistency.
both Abhishek and Head are doing it. That's the thing. They need one of them to sort it out, right?
Yeah.
Because the issue is because if both of them are doing it, Klaasen is keeping coming in the power play and he's keep firefighting.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, what am I looking at? We didn't do this. Sorry. So Avi is saying logic behind Pant execution of the shot. He could have hit the ball in the same direction by keeping a strong base and probably hit it better or in the front. That's my main issue with Pant sometimes. I think he plays a lot of cute shots when he doesn't need to. I know Jared maybe feels a bit different at times about this.
Test cricket,
I don't mind it.
agree with
I
Jared,
mean,
to be honest.
he's hit a lot of those sweeps for 4 and 6 before, hasn't he?
Exactly. Test cricket, I will give it to Jared, but wide ball at this point, bro. Like,
I don't mind him hitting that to the leg side if that's where he wants to hit his boundaries. But it doesn't seem to matter what fucking shot he plays at the moment. So, do you know what I mean?
that's
Like,
the-
things going right for him. Like, at this point, you have to say, is there a genuine case for them to drop him? And maybe even drop Puran, but can they afford to even do that? Like it's a very weird sort of a situation that they're in, are they not?
I think you have to drop Puran first.
I suppose so. Yeah, I think once Inglis comes back in, they have to make that swap for sure. That is
I
an
mean,
automatic.
why
one at this
would
point.
you drop Puran first? He was your best batter last season, right?
He was, but his form slump has been big, bro. Now he was not making runs
That-
before the IPL as well, right?
Yeah, but Pant hasn't made runs in an eternity as well. That's
No,
my
I
main
agree,
issue
but
with
he's
it.
the Indian player and he's the captain. This is what we keep saying, right?
Yeah,
Like, you don't have a choice. You have to
unfortunate.
play.
Yeah.
Whether you're in
Yeah,
Max
drop
or
both
you're-
of them. I think I'm done with both of them. Get someone
I am
else
also
in.
done. Bro, get someone
Yeah.
who's fun to watch. At least the games I'm going to should be worth it, no?
Oh, he's bowled him again. They've nutmegged him. He's been nutmegged again.
Bro, 4 wickets for him. Man. Wow, crazy.
Damn.
Nice. What a bowling performance actually, all the way through. Never really looked like. I think I might give them a 2-over slot in the middle where they were able to get Krunal away and Marsh was starting to look like a better batter.
Yeah, but the Badoni and Mukul
And
partnership,
Badoni
right?
had his moments, yeah.
Yeah.
Mukul, he looked good, of course. Those two
Oh my
had
God,
tremendous-
I just realized the worst thing possible has just happened to us. The greatest IPL batter in history has just made a duck, hasn't he?
Yeah.
What is this
Agreed.
about?
Avesh
This is
Khan.
the Avesh Khan, that he doesn't get out and has
He-
like a
no,
23
have a look at
average.
his record.
I know. He's
What was
like
it?
the-
2157 before this? Yeah.
Yeah. He averaged 20 with a strike rate of 157. That's going to drop his average down.
That is
Disgusting
better
work.
than AB de Villiers. So.
Yeah, fantastic
We're
game for Rasik.
We're going to have a break here for about 10 or so minutes. We'll be back for the second innings on Combox for more of this sort of thing, more of these sorts of faces in roughly this kind of order, maybe with other faces as well, talking cricket in 10 minutes. Cricket fans are smarter than ever before. But what they're offered is clickbait, lazy punditry and SEO noise. Combox is for people who actually love the game. Smarter analysis, real conversations. Combox, the game lives on. Slightly too early, IPL power rankings list. We have enough games to make very uneducated guess on who is doing well and who isn't. This is not a points table, it is a vibes check based on record, strength of opposition, closeness of games, and whatever else we make up. Welcome to the IPL power rankings. My latest book is The Art of Batting. It delves deep into how the best players ever made their runs. Get your copy today. RCB won at Mumbai but lost at Rajasthan. In fact, they beat Mumbai easily, but they went down to Rajasthan, though still played well at various times. Nothing to be concerned with. Their batting is the best. As of Sunday, they actually had the highest run rate of all the teams in the league. They have a lot of guys scoring around 2 runs a ball, with Rajat Patidar looking awesome. Romario Shepherd hasn't batted much, and Tejas Sharma's form is something worth keeping an eye on. Their bowling is very good. Krunal Pandya's early form seems to have gone away, which is a huge plus, and Josh Hazlewood is actually back, so also good. They need Rafiq Salam fit, and the less they bowl Romario Shepherd and Tim David, the better. RCB should be at least able to go 1-1 in the upcoming week, but with Punjab and Rajasthan looking in great form, they don't want to get left behind for the race for the top 2. They're also 2-0 at home so far. Punjab won at the Sunrisers, but they had no result versus KKR. They actually pulled the game back after conceding 105 for none in the power play, thanks to Shashank Singh's surprise spell. Against KKR, Xavier Bartlett was hooping around everywhere before rain ruined. Their batting has been elite. They chased down 219 and 163 at home and 210 at Chiphook. It'll be fascinating to see how Prabharia's intent in the first innings when they aren't limited by a target. Shreyas Iyer had 2 important knocks, as does Cooper Connolly, so the lower middle order hasn't seen much action yet. Their bowling has been above par. Arshdeep Singh is at 16 wides and a no ball from his 14 overs in this competition, going at 10.6, which is a bit high for him too. However, every other bowler seems to have had a moment. Even Shashank. The attack is not fully in form yet, so promising signs. Their road ahead means that Mumbai should be a tough game, but on current form, may not be. So Punjab can potentially go 2-0 in the next week, which sets them up very nicely. Rajasthan Royals crushed Mumbai in a rain-curtailed game, and they were pretty convincing for most of the RCB game. But then, Sunrisers brought in a couple of debutantes, and somehow they were 9 for 5. Make sense of that. Their batting has been elite. In fact, their top 3 have been in sublime touch, and all of them are in the top run scorers list. And Suryavanshi is pretty good when it comes to strike rate. But they also have Jofra Archer at number 8 and Ravindra Jadeja not being a great death overs hitter these days. So there are still questions despite the fact they're making a lot of runs. In terms of their bowling, they might have the best performing attack of the season statistically. Their overseas paces at the top are doing incredibly well, and Ravi Bishnoi is again getting wickets. They have some time off now, which probably isn't bad after losing to the Sunrisers the way that they did. But after that, they go on the road, but against KKR and LSG. So you expect them to win both of those games, and if they do, they're in a great position for the rest of the year. With Gujarat, we were worried about the road games, but they went 2-0 in them. They beat LSG comfortably, and a big reason was they choked the flow of runs in the middle overs. And DC was obviously a coin toss game that could have gone in either direction. But their batting has been par. But with Josh Butler back, it will feel better than that. His last 2 50s have looked very good, and he hit lots of 4s in Lucknow and cleared the ropes multiple times in Delhi, which this team needs more than anything. Shubman Gill has been amongst the runs, and Washington Sundar got his first IPL 50 last week. They lack power, but Phillips has barely faced the ball. Their bowling is very good. Pace is pace, yeah, and they're using it in every single phase of the innings. Prasid Krishna looks in superb form with his impact in those middle overs, and we might have to start wondering if Rashid Khan is back as well. Ashok Sharma has been very quick, but it's Kagisa Rabada that has been their most expensive seamer so far. They played their next 2 games at home, so you'd expect them to be at least 1-1. And they did beat Mumbai at this venue the last time on a black soil wicket. Mumbai bowled first in both games and did not get a single power play wicket and got smashed all around the park. They then lost too many wickets against Rajasthan and couldn't actually keep up with the required run rate versus RCB. On paper, this batting lineup looks good. On grass, it isn't quite working. Rohit and Rickleton can't score quick enough. Tilak Sky and Naman have made no runs. Shafane is a great hitter at the end, but they need to give him more of a platform as he likes to be set first. But their bowling has been awful. Shardul Thakur has 5 wickets. Bumrah, Bolt and Chahar have 2 between them, while Mayank Makande has 0 wickets, an economy of 15.2. For a bowling lineup of big names, they might need to start taking more than 3.5 wickets a match. They have an interesting schedule, a home game against a strong team and an away one versus a side on the rise. But they just have to start winning. So even 1-1 is poor for them. We had Delhi ranked quite high, and then they lost 2 games this week that they probably should have won. They almost chased down 45 in 3 overs before the David Miller non-run on the second last ball, And against CSK, they fielded terribly and then again lost too many early wickets. So far, their batting has been below par. They have too many slow starters. They have two normal anchor-type batters opening, who, to be fair, have been solid this season, and two finishing anchors as well. And Samir Rizvi is someone who needs a few balls under his belt before he plays very good knocks. And Akshar Patel's form has not been ideal so far. Well, with the bat, because Akshar Patel with the ball has been quite good. In fact, if you look at their lineup, they have two of the top spinners in the league, plus Lungi and Gidi, who may also be a spinner at this point. But Kuldeep hasn't quite been at his best. Natarajan and Mukesh Kumar have been decent so far. They took 16 wickets in the first two matches and only 6 in the following games. Their next two matches are against RCB and the Sunrisers on the road. One win gets them to 3-3 for the season, but can they find a way to take enough wickets and restrict those two batting lineups on their home turf? Sunrisers scored 219 and 216 in their first innings, which they were unable to defend against a quality Punjab lineup. But then against Rajasthan, they picked two debutants who just did it almost on their own. Their batting has actually been okay. Their worst effort so far has been against Lucknow in the day game, and every other one they've posted over 200, which is what they are structurally meant to do. Ishan Kishan has been fantastic. The opening partnership hasn't quite worked, and Heinrich Klaassen has the most runs, but at a terribly slow strike rate for anyone, and not even just for him. Before the RR match, they were the worst bowling attack in the league on paper. But with two debutants killing it, that makes things more intriguing. It hasn't fixed everything, and obviously Hingay's wickets were a little bit streaky. But I did think Hussain bowled very well. You add Pat Cummins to this, and there's a little bit more to work with here. Well, the Sunrisers have won a home game, and now there's a little bit of a break before their next two. That's at home versus CSK and then Delhi. On current form, you give them a chance in both of these matches. And so going 2-0 isn't improbable. But they almost have to do that because they have a very tough run home at the end of this league stage. CSK finally got off the mark after beating Delhi at Chepauk. It was clinical batting effort from Sanju Samson, and Jamie Overton was incredible with the ball. Their batting has been okay-ish. CSK have actually crossed 200 in the last 3 innings, though in very different circumstances. Their batting lineup does actually look exciting, especially with Brevis coming back in and Sarfaraz Khan batting beautifully when they allow him to. But Ruturaj Gaikwad is a massive issue at the moment. Their bowling is terrible. It's a major concern at the moment. Their best overseas bowler is Overton, but the issue is that it should be one of Noor Ahmed, Matt Henry, or even Akil Hussain. They are not good with the new ball, which they should be, or the old ball, which makes sense. CSK have a sneaky good schedule for the coming week. They could actually manage to go 2-0 from here. KKR have issues against Ben, so it might be time for Noor Ahmed and Akil Hussain to come good. LSG had an interesting week. After a decent power play, they could barely score a run through the middle overs against Gujarat. They added a few at the back end, but it was a very convincing defeat. But they stole a win out of nowhere against KKR thanks to Mukul Chowdhury's stunning 50. It could have been none from 2. The batting is the worst. Their lineup is lopsided and shallow. They move an out-of-form Puran down the order to mask their flabby middle. But Rishabh Pant is causing them issues too. Aiden Markram has made the most runs for them, and he only averages 27. The Markram-Marsh pairing at the top was quite crucial for them last season, but this time it just hasn't worked. So their 4 best bats just aren't doing anything. Their bowling has been par. Mohammad Shami has been the pick of the bowlers, going at only 6.25 runs over so far. They're really struggling to take wickets in the middle overs, and so we've seen teams rebuild against them. When you're 2-4, it's not ideal that you're facing a couple of their best teams away from home. And to make things more fun, they play RR after this. 3 tough games here, and they could be done. Last week, KKR looked absolutely destined to get their first win of the season before Mukul Chowdhury pulled off an incredible heist. And Punjab had them 2 down for not many prior to the eventual washout. And let's be honest, their batting has been poor. The major problem with it is that they don't really have any spin bashers. From over 7 to 16, only LSG have been worse. And Raghavanshi is the only player who's really looking in great form. After that, it gets grim. Finn Allen gets out too quickly, but Ajiki Rahane, Cameron Green, and Rinku Sim have various issues. Their bowling has also been below par. They should be hiring a private jet to get Patharana there. Sunil Narayan and Ankle Roy have been economical, but everyone else has gone for plenty. Varun Chakravarti's form issues are still there. Their seam is a huge issue, but their spin shouldn't be, but really is. They don't really have an easy schedule. They're in bad form, playing good teams, 2 on the road, and 3 matches in 5 days. This is a recipe for disaster. Or a sudden Orion and Finn form surge to sneak some wins, but probably the first one. As always, the best way to look at this is probably in tiers. The top 3 teams look like the most likely to win. We've stuck with RCB up high. In fact, they're the only team we didn't move this week. But on recent form, we have to add Punjab and Rajasthan. The next tier is a complete mess, but all of these sides have a realistic chance of 4th place spot at the very least. Delhi is certainly the biggest loser here. We had them very high last week, and they could have gone to as low as 7, such was their fall. And then you have the 3 bottom teams that you can really put in a blender and make something out of if you want to. But that is it for the IPL Power Rankings this week. Remember, we do this every single week of the season. We're doing live watch-alongs over on the Combox channel as well. We're doing all sorts of things. Follow, like, subscribe, tell your mum about us. Sometimes, do you scream because of how much you love cricket? Well, then here's another video for you. Or if you like books, you can buy mine, The Art of Batting. And if this video is for you, howl into the bell icon.
Hello, you're muted, Cheyenne. Good start.
Oh, yes, I'm sorry, guys. I was muted. Hello and welcome, everyone, back to Combox Live. We are here for the second innings of the RCB versus LSG match. And Rob, what are your first thoughts on this game? The fielding and everything? Decent fielding, I would say. Couple of drops.
Absolutely rubbish fielding, of course. There was a good catch or two in there, though. To be fair,
Two
wasn't
good
there?
catches. I have to give you that.
Yeah, I saw the drop off Boovy. Who was that? Suyash. But you didn't need fielders because the pitch was doing a bit of reverse. So you just needed to aim at the stumps. Like half of them got bowled, didn't they? Literally half of them.
That is true.
What happened to Puran? I didn't see his 6 balls. Just didn't get anywhere near any of them.
Hazelwood
Hazelwood
got him out. But yeah, he was just, they were bowling well. Was it Boovy or Rafiq Salim who was bowling to him? They were just using the pitch quite well.
I believe it was
stuck.
Rafiq. The 6th over
Yeah.
was bowling the 6th one.
Yeah, he just never really looked like it, did he? To be
hasn't
fair,
been.
I don't know if you noticed this, Rob, but I'm pretty sure they were trying to bat within themselves at the top today to get themselves in, and then somehow they still lost. One guy got hit, another guy dragged on, and the other guy went out from a full toss down the leg side.
Yeah, that's also true. Actually the shit balls have gotten the wickets, but if you look at the other deliveries, they've bowled well.
I mean, is it only 1 in 16 that they defend this? Is it 1 in 16? Is enough in the pitch, isn't there, to make this fun?
They're missing another bowler, though, aren't they?
Well,
they don't
yeah.
have Mayank today.
Lindy,
If they had one more seamer, I think I'd be with you, Rob. I think I'd be more interested.
yeah,
I mean,
Lindy's
George
probably
Linder
not-
can still bowl, but you know.
Why is he? Why 7 off 7 man who is George Lindy, and then you lose Mayank, who could have been an absolute nightmare on here?
Yeah.
I think they just wanted to prolong their batting, like to give them some sort of.
When was it? It
resemblance
was
of-
about halfway through the 15th. The problem is, if you've got Mohammed Shami at number 8, you don't have a choice, do you?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like they were sort of forced into this with the match situation. Oh, the first ball does a bit. Shami. 139. He is also bowling fast, Jared. Like Shami has also kept himself up.
Well,
He's
so would
that
you
good.
if you hated Gautam Gambhir. This is how you play when you hate Gautam Gambhir. It is, though, isn't it? Like, let's be honest. Like, he just looks like he's on a revenge tour.
Let's see if they
It's
pick
like
him
Taylor
for-
Swift after a breakup. That's what Mohammed Shami is this year. Does Rob know he's on mute?
Oh, did you guys see that ball? The second one? Wow.
Yeah, it's
That
doing
judged
plenty
batting
here, isn't it?
sharply. Yeah. We
I
were saying
think
the same
Shami
thing
might
about
be the
Varane.
hardest. I think Shami might be the hardest first over bowler in the whole thing.
Well, they don't give.
Uh,
Does Bolt even bowl it anymore?
Well, he
Does he
did.
even bowl it well?
He did the other day because they binned off Chahar, but it was pretty.
Yeah.
It wasn't like Bolt at all. He
Yeah,
got back.
exactly. He went for 13, I think.
If Shami gets swing, he's disaster zone.
Shami, did he get both Travis and Abhishek in the first over, or was it different overs? I feel
Smack.
like it was different overs. Good shot though. Yeah.
Different overs, yeah.
Yeah.
You're trying to ask me to remember IPL games that have happened.
Sorry, I should have asked Deepak this question if he was here. He would have
Yeah,
told us the
Rayman
exact
can remember every ball of
coordinates.
every game he's ever watched, can't he?
Yeah, exactly.
As Salt humps one through the covers for 4. Not much style about that shot, was there? Just stand and whack.
Yeah.
Shamian again.
Still swinging though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Beats the bat, good pace and bounce.
The ball is swinging and the bat is swinging, which is usually very fun when those two things happen.
Exactly.
He's missed that by a mile, and he was
Yeah,
a bit
yeah,
late
yeah.
on it as well, Salt.
Yeah.
Rob, have you been putting any bets on any women's 50 over games and whether it's going to be rained off or not?
No, but we saw the market, didn't we? Where a couple of £1 million worth have, as that is very well fielded by
Good
specialist
feeling,
fielder Nicholas Puran. He
Yeah,
does
so
not usually field very well, does he?
so we haven't talked about it yet. The game is over now. I will do a short video on it later, so I won't explain it fully. But essentially what happens is there was a game between the Warwickshire women and Hampshire women where the match pool was £158,000. So, a little bit being bet there. I think, that's a decent amount. But whether the game was going to be completed or not, £2.2 million was bet on.
Run
So
out.
whether-
Missed.
So
He just frantically ran for a single there.
So whether the game was going to be won by one team or the other, £150,000, and whether the game would be completed at all was £2.2 million was bet on.
Yeah, that's called money laundering. That's what that's called.
I would never
That's what
say.
Jared told me. Yes.
I was about to say I would never say that, and of course, then Shine just says, "That's what Jared said before, off air, when the camera wasn't on. There were no lawyers around."
Oh no.
It's potentially that. It's certainly something.
I'd back one. Put it this way, right? Use the word allegedly as much as you like, but I would back 1.1 that was money laundering if anyone wants to lay it to me.
You allegedly money laundering.
Yeah, I would back 1.1 it was, though. I'm not saying it was or it wasn't, but I would back that there's at least a 90% chance that it was. Nicholas Puran standing captain, so now he's specialist captain and specialist fielder because he sure as hell can't bat at the moment, Nicky Pete.
By the way, Rob, the game was washed out.
Was it really? You telling me there was rain in Birmingham? It's absolutely hooning down here, 20 minutes from Manchester, from Old Trafford.
I tell you what, I feel bad for the Warwickshire women too. They made 354.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah. Oh, it's ridiculous here. Just looking at the batting, the top 5 all made 50s. No one made more than 81.
Bloody hell.
Yeah, Jared, that's the thing I was saying. We've not seen too many big first inning scores in the league in general this time because they're not facing as many balls. Nobody's doing that. They're hitting or getting out. Or if you're getting stuck, then you're at a certain point you have to get out. That's what is happening. Samson is the one with the highest first inning score, I believe. So far, he got the 100. And he was batting at more than 2 runs a ball for most of it, was he not?
Yeah.
So that's the only choice right now. If you batting first, if you're going to play for 50 balls, you have to score 100 runs. I think that's an expectation at the moment. And if you can't do that, then you get out sooner trying to hit. And Jared, even the 70 was from Tim David when he made it off 25 balls, by the way.
Oh my God,
Make
Prince
it
Yadav
even
just bowling. Both these guys just bowling genius. But you know what would be good if they had another seam bowler?
I suppose so.
Yeah, but George Linder did get 7 off 7. How
To
can
be
you
fair,
have
he did play one very good shot.
Yeah, the one of
how can you have, as in your batting 11, I assume you discussed this for an hour and a half in the first innings, Mohamed Shami as your number 8 again. Again.
Exactly.
If you go back, so I did this show yesterday on TalkSport, and I think I mentioned it 4 times in an hour. By the end, Sam Allard was like, "But where's Mohamed Shami batting?" Oh, he bowled him. The cat kept low. He tried to pull that away, and it just skidded through. And Salt is gone.
Everything is bold. Everything is bold all day in this.
Yeah. Again, it's the inconsistent bounce, Jared. Is it not? Is it the
Yeah.
height at which it hit Marsh as well, I think?
I'm not sure that's the ball to pull though. If I'm Phil
Yeah,
Salt.
yeah. The wrong.
That's a
Did
little.
he-
Do you know what that's like? It's like the Cameron Green one from yesterday, where you're like, that actually kept low, but you were also completely playing the wrong shot, mate.
Oh yeah, true. It's actually fuller than it should be, right?
Yeah. The Prince. I really want Prince Yadav to be good, just because there's so many different Prince references. One day we can call him, the bowler formerly known as. Cheyenne has no idea what we're talking about.
No. I
Yeah,
have
When
a
he
very
gets lots
strange
of
joke,
wickets, can we say, "Oh, he's bringing the purple rain"?
It's his fault for being young. Like, there's far too many young people you're making me work with here, Jared. You never told me this.
It is true.
Like, Cheyenne's about 13. Varun shaved his beard off yesterday, and he looks younger than Cheyenne now. He looks about 9. I mean, to be fair, you look about 15 as well. I mean, get me someone old on these things.
Well, to be fair, Deepak does his work there.
I mean, he's only 40. Like, how the hell has that happened?
Yeah. By the way, were you on yesterday when Deepak was sending videos about how he's going to be delayed because he was working out?
I was on the second half. I missed Deepak's working out videos,
Jared,
but I'm not sure I can cope with those.
He had the 8:30 to 9 slot, and he was asking a bunch of people if somebody can fill in. And I was thinking that it must be that his training session is scheduled at around that time.
So
he wants
both
somebody
of
to
you
fill
work
in.
out, so you know exactly what I'm about to say.
Non-stop, mate.
He sent me and Robbie a video, as this one's hit for 4 by Badakal to start off.
Yeah.
Nice.
He sent me and Robbie a video of him working out, and he had the world's smallest dumbbells, right?
That's where that
Is it
sentence was taken.
2.51?
But you would have thought that he had from the noises he was making, you would have thought he was picking up 150 kilograms. And then I noticed that, and then Robbie said he's working out in jeans.
Come on now.
Working
Come
out in
on.
jeans. Well, I've
Yeah,
never done that.
yeah, exactly. Of course you haven't.
Of course not. Even I haven't done that.
Have you
And
tried
I'm
to
pretty bad.
run around with jeans on? It's not possible.
No, he
It's
was not
not,
running.
it's
I can tell you that.
Yeah, but you can't even lift in jeans. That's really odd. I can't imagine that. Almost.
It's just classic Deepak of I'm going to work out now, and I've got my jeans on, and I'm going to pick up my 3 kilogram weights.
See, at least the weights, I can say that's a start, right? Like you at a certain point you have to start with something. I know it might I also have those 2.5 ones at home, which are really really easy to lift. Like
Yeah,
I have
I
my
got-
younger cousins.
I got 2.5 as well because I broke
Yeah.
my arm, and that was all I could lift.
Yeah, that's I'm telling you, Jared, my younger cousins come over and they lift the 2.5 and even the 5 one quite comfortably. So yeah, I think 5 is at least a decent one to start off with. Well, I'm also not. That goes for a 4. Was that a leg by?
That was leg buys, yeah. So cut the boundaries here.
Yeah.
Yeah, they need to sort the line out.
Some
if they're
frantic
gonna
running from
defend
Kohli
these.
in the first 2 balls. Did you guys notice that?
What was that, mate?
Because
Sorry.
he's got the injury as well. So maybe he shouldn't even be running that much. I don't know. But I'm sure.
Oh, you're talking about Kohli?
Yeah, he had a couple of frantic singles. The first one was definitely frantic. Second one, he just took off quickly and got there comfortably.
He's almost
Oh, yeah, that's a
caught
good
here.
shot.
He whips this away.
Yeah, good
And
shot.
oh my god. Did you see, was that Markram down on the boundary? He just took
No,
Linda.
that's Linda. That's Linda.
Linda's
yeah.
just taken half the turf with him on that dive.
Yeah.
He seemed to dive really slow. He ran quite fast and then dived slower than he ran, which I've never seen before. Watch this. He starts off running, you think, good, he's
Quite
going
far
to
from
easily
the
stop this
field
ball. And then he
catch.
dives and somebody puts massive marshmallows in the sky in front of him and he just
Now,
stops.
do you know what it is?
What?
It's his knee.
What's he doing?
His knee got stuck.
Oh, he nearly Simon Jones.
Fair.
Yeah, that's what it was. He got stuck in the
Hello.
turf. 'Cause
He's
hey,
the
Varun.
baby-faced assassin.
Oh, that's
Shot.
a shot. That's
Looks
a
like
proper
it's
one.
mic muted again.
And this game's over, Rob.
Yeah, that's the end of the game. It's such a shame because if they got the bowling sort of tight, stumpy type line, it would be quite hard. But as soon as they've erred, to be fair to RCB with their new mega intent at the top, if you make an error as a bowler, you get punished. And if they made an error in the first innings, LSG decided they didn't want to punish them, didn't they? They were like, well, I run a ball in the power play. That's good. We'll be fine.
They'll just get out. I mean, if they get a shit ball, they'll get out. That's what happened, right, Jared?
Yeah.
In the last.
So 12 off 3 this over
Yeah.
is not ideal. How good has Prince Yadav been this season? I think he's been very good.
It's been really good, yeah.
I mean, even Shami
So
has been very good this IPL, to be fair.
Yeah. I mean, LSU's bowling has, like, I feel bad for them. Like, the batters have been so useless.
Exactly.
You say that some of the bowlers are batters though. In the case of Mohammad Shami,
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys know, but he's been batting at
He's
number
coming.
8.
Where?
He's come in an alarming high number of times to bat.
Yeah.
Jared, your Shami at number 8 and my Matre should be opening thing is going to be printed on t-shirts soon, I think.
I had a version of that dude in. I forgot which one that is.
I think your microphone might be a little bit loud, Varun.
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
stop shouting, Baron. Like, give us a chance, mate.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Oh, that's nice. Can we
Yeah.
maybe start and end every show with Baron singing that song?
But is it possible he doesn't know the song, and he's just seen it on an ad?
Well, it is possible because he's 11 years old.
So Siddharth is saying, Rob, get MSD on the pod. Might make Rob feel better.
Get LSD on the pod and I might feel better.
No.
Yeah.
Are you a cocaine or an LSD man, Rob?
I haven't done any of them, but I think what I'm going to do is when I get to, I'm not sure what age the wheels will start falling off more than they already have.
5 years ago.
Yeah, I mean the wheels are nearly off, but let's say one of the wheels actually falls
Were they
off.
ever on?
Well, okay. When I'm maybe 17, I think I'm just going to try all the drugs and like.
Yeah, I'm with you there.
I'll start with weed and I'll just go, right, I'm going to have a month on weed and see what that does to me, and then go, right, I'm going to have a month on mushrooms and then try this, that, and the other. Do you know what I mean? And then why not? Like, you only get one go round.
I told you the story. I'm pretty sure I haven't said this on air. I won't say who the player is, but a friend of mine retired from cricket and never taken drugs, and he went out with someone, and then they said they had, and he said, I'm probably going to try some now. And they said, do you want to try something now? And he did. And he completely freaked out the first time. And I don't think it's been back on them since.
Yeah.
And it was just weed. I'm pretty sure it was just weed. I think it was LSD or mushrooms. It was just, but he freaked out.
Yeah. I think
No, I'm terrified. If I try it, I'll be addicted to them.
Yeah. I think the addictive personality that I obviously and definitely have.
Yeah. I don't think there's anyone on this live chat who should actually take drugs.
No, we don't need them, man.
So I grew up in Melbourne during the heroin crisis, right? And one of my best friends, his brother got on heroin. And when you're around a heroin addict, when you're like 9, 8, 10, that sort of age, you really notice it. Then he got off heroin and got on methadone, and then he walked in front of a train, right? And for me, that was my first experience with drugs, right? Was this guy. And I was like, I just don't think this looks like a good time. He was always depressed with vomit on his t-shirt, and now he's not here anymore. That was all I knew about drugs by the age I was 12. So,
That's another 4.
High intent Virat's in the house.
Yeah.
They're trying to chase
and all.
10 overs.
Oh yeah, they actually can go for net run rate, can they not, in this match? Like, I mean, you play out the power play a bit, I think, still. Not throw it away, maybe, but...
Nah, just smash it and see.
I think if Virat's not completely fit, he might just go for it.
Yeah,
because he might not want to bat long.
Varun, did you see his runs? He was running fine. Like, the first one was a pretty frantic run, actually. Like, he just
also, Jared, what am I hearing about Deepak working out in jeans?
Yes,
You are
Deepak was working out in jeans. So,
Like,
I don't know if you were on remember he needed a half an hour slot to work out the other day.
I think I was there when Robbie said he can't put it up. He was just laughing.
Oh, that's the video he's talking about, which I'm now just out.
Yes.
On it. No, you couldn't put it up. We love Deepak way too much to put that video up. I can't believe he sent it to me and Robbie. Sometimes Deepak will send stuff and I'm like, do you realize that people now have a digital print of this thing that you've sent us?
Yeah, Jared, you're not a power training guy, right?
That's another 4.
What a shock.
This is looking like a video game
fair.
at this point. He's just finding force.
I don't really know how to like lift and stuff, so I've never done it.
Fair.
I don't have a shoulder, so even if I wanted to lift, which I don't, I wouldn't be able to because I don't have one of my shoulders.
Yeah, I think I know at some point I'll injure my shoulder lifting, and I'm just scared that day will come.
There's a lot of super chats there, Sean. Is that?
Oh, nice. We will take them then. That's a good one.
Go for it, buddy.
This is an interesting one. So, Rahul Srinivas says some commentators still use "you could see fire in his eyes" as actual analysis. When are we going to move on from this, Jared?
I mean, if that's
Varun, you've had enough.
Like-
I'm sick and tired of you using this phrase.
yeah, I say this way too much, Jared.
Look, there is an element. It's really interesting. There is definitely games that teams get up for and games that teams don't get up for.
Exactly.
Right? And there's no way of arguing that is not the case, because anyone who's ever gone to any job in their life does the exact same thing.
Let alone
Right.
professional sport.
Also, as we said before, I think Mohammad Shami has come into this season with a point to prove and is bowling more focused than he normally would. But if that is your only level of analysis,
And is that a
exactly.
four more?
another
another
four,
four.
yeah.
That's
Should
four
we
more.
just
Could be the
should we just say
intention,
what's
right?
happening in the cricket if Kohli doesn't hit a four off the ball? That's all that's happened so far.
Yeah.
Well, it seems like it's going for a 4 or a like a.
Was it
there's only two dots
4.4.4?
Yeah, so far it's 4.4.4, but actually it's just 2 dots, I think, and there's the
Not
one
to
leg
mention
by.
the leg buys that he didn't even
Yeah.
hit that went for 4.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's like
I assume
technically
this is like the commentator's version of saying he's feeling very confident, which I think does play a part in analysis, right? Yeah.
Yeah, look, I do think there was a great article written years ago on Twitter where someone said, imagine if we wrote about politics the way we write about sport. And it was a whole thing about how politicians walked in the hallways between meetings, right? and I thought it was really, really interesting. Another 4. I thought it was really, really interesting from the perspective of, like, I obviously didn't write that way, but there are aspects of sports writing that you would not include in other parts of sports writing, in other parts of writing, right?
Yeah.
And so it can get a little bit tricky as he hits another 4.
Is that
no?
it? Yeah.
Wait.
It's four more. It is four more, yeah.
That wouldn't have
The
been
pitches.
4.
I thought you already called it, Jared. That's what I was
Every
thinking.
ball
Because
is
I was
a
on
ball.
this.
That would not
I
have
think
been
Jared
a
was
4
joking.
if it had not have hit
Yeah.
the pitch.
Yeah.
He got his bat handle off the bat. As well. No, sorry, the hands of the handle.
Yeah.
Did he not?
But yeah,
Right,
so
right.
when it comes down to it, I do think all those things do matter, and you can tell if people are hustling around and everything. But we have come to the point where we have so much more information to us. I don't think we should start with those points.
And it's
Like,
also the thing is like, is he confident because he's making runs, or is he making
Yeah.
runs because he's confident? Which way is it?
Yeah, true. Exactly. Like, I can see an element of these things, but that, as Jared said, that cannot be your first, like, that cannot be your main analysis. That, oh, he's bad because he's not confident today. That doesn't work that way.
All right,
That's
I'm going to tell you
absolutely
guys something that I realize I've never used before, and it's really annoying to me because it's just come to my mind.
Okay.
But my grandmother, every time my nan was like sweary and ridiculous human being who would drink beer all day and yell at people and everything. A very funny woman, mostly intentionally, not always. But every time we watch football, if 2 footballers went up and got in each other's shirts, she would say every time, "Oh, they're sleeping with each other's girlfriends." Every single time, and I was like, how often do they're one's from Perth and one's from Brisbane? How are they even pulling this off? Like, you know, how is this happening? And she was always convinced that this was the thing. Like, she wasn't saying it as a joke. She was really convinced that there was a personal reason. I think you can. The point being is you can kind of find anything that justifies your thought process at a certain point.
So which sport is the sluttiest?
Ice skating. Don't they all shag in ice? Isn't it ice skating where they're all having affairs with each other?
I thought they were all
every-
siblings.
Everyone in the women's football is pretty crazy for that, you know.
Women's
There's a lot.
cricket had a moment about 5 or 10 years ago, by the way.
True.
There's a lot of relationships in women's cricket, many of which have not come out.
The worst
Also, like,
fight
a weird question. It also has to be statistically impossible. We haven't had a major cricketer that's gay, right?
That
Yes,
is a huge
definitely.
again.
Yeah.
Public.
Sorry, men's cricket. Sorry. Yeah.
Have we had anyone come out, Ivan, after they retired?
Yeah. Davis, the
Oh, Steve
keeper.
Davis, the English player.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Yep. But
That's
yes,
fair.
there are a lot more gay cricketers than have come out. That is absolutely true. Yeah.
So triple stroke 5729 asks a question. Was Test cricket experience the reason ABD was still good after retirement? Like, I can see an element of that, Jared, but
I think he's
was
just
it not his natural talent? And yeah, exactly. Just a freak, yeah.
I think he
where
would
is
have been
this
good
American
if you stuck
flag?
a cricket bat up his ass.
I think he could have been good at.
Not that I'm saying he was gay, by the way. I know those two last comments of mine have come too close together. I'm just saying he's really good at cricket.
All right, Vignesh, we just need you to cut the last bit out and just talk about the
you
gay
said
part and the
and-
ABD back to back.
Jared said
Yeah.
AB de Villiers isn't gay, but his boyfriend is what Jared said.
Yes.
There's Combox's first T-shirt, and then we shut down. No,
He's not gay, he just lives with a male neighbor.
By the way, all of this is a joke, of course.
Again, Vignesh,
I
cut
just
this bit out.
I just
applies-
realized though, of all the players that no one's going to believe would be gay anyway, he's probably going to be pretty high up on that list. I just think being really good at Test cricket probably made him really good at all cricket at a certain point, but he would have been really good at all cricket had he not played Test cricket as well, if that makes
And
sense.
all sport because he's a freak.
Yeah.
He's
exactly,
amazing
yeah.
at everything.
Yes.
I don't think it makes as much of it. I think it makes more of a difference for other players, not him.
I see.
Okay.
That, yeah.
Those are just a question.
Is Kohli going to hit a 4 or a 6 on this last ball of the over, lads?
I
Which
think single.
where's your money going? Because it's one of the two. There's no
Single.
You
question.
just
about
take a
that.
single now. I
Single.
think.
No,
Is that a carom ball?
just 4 or 6.
Oh,
Has
this
it-
is the Gwish, okay.
That was the Peter Hatzoglou non-spinning mystery ball. The arms do absolutely loads, the legs are absolutely loads, but the ball does nothing.
Single.
Yeah, single it
Oh,
is. Totally.
Jared.
Mate, have you never looked at Virat Kohli before? Last ball of the over when he's got a chance of keeping the strike.
No.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
And he's already got a
That's right,
6,
yeah.
and they're well ahead of
What
the
is
race.
this? Yeah, Virat must have played a lot of gully cricket as a kid.
Oh yeah, definitely has.
Yeah.
Has he not, Jared?
So Munger 1729 asks, let's say Kohli plays for 4 more years. What strike rate does he need to maintain to be a greater IPL opener than Gale or Warner? He can't, can he? Like, what do they need
really
to do
hard,
to go
right?
past both the... So what has Kohli done, Shah? And no one in this world knows more about his numbers than you do.
You are pretty close, bro.
Huh? No, as I said, you'd be 1 and I'd be 2 with this.
What if he averaged 50 with a strike rate of 200 for the next 5 years?
That's
Oh yeah,
unsustainable.
sign me up.
If
That's
he
sign
does
me
that,
up,
then
yeah.
I think I can see the argument.
But other than that, it's hard to go past those two guys, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. Those
Because
two are a
like
bit
what's Virat's strike rate in the year before? What was it, 147? What was I want to say?
which one? 2024 or 25?
Both. Give me both. What was it? 155
was,
and
I think-
24.
24 he
goodness.
was 154, I think. Last year he was 144, I think.
Yeah, didn't Warner
150
do that like a decade before?
Yeah, that's the thing, right? Yeah.
And Gale's peak is the best peak we've seen in IPL cricket,
Yeah.
right? That 2011 to 2013.
It will be the longevity argument, bro. Like if he plays really well for 4 years, then
Yeah.
I think that will be the thing, which is already there to quite an extent. But
I think if
you
he
know,
plays for 4 more years, he's definitely better than Raina at that point. With the similar
did you
level of
see,
consistency.
did you guys see that ball? That was a good shot. Like he only went for a single, but dude, that was a good shot. That's the ball that gets salt, I think, almost.
Yeah.
Bit shorter than that though, but the height was about the same, I think. So this ball, at least it made sense to pull it, right, Jared? The last one was too full. The one that Salt went for.
Yeah, I missed it. Sorry. And my TV
so
is like 8 hours behind.
So Prithvi has an interesting question for us. Bell curve mean where the idiot and the expert agree for different reasons, while everyone in between disagree. Can you think of any opinions/ideas in cricket that fit this criteria? Bowlers
Batters
need
should
win
hit more
test matches.
sixes.
Sorry?
Bowlers win more
Batters-
test matches.
Batters should hit more sixes. No, I don't think
That-
most people think that. I don't think anyone thinks that bowlers win test matches, do they?
That's fair. Yeah, you're not wrong.
Certainly not enough people. I think the most basic one is that people should hit more sixes.
I think that's fair.
Probably.
I think
Yeah.
if you know nothing about cricket, you probably think that, and if you're like an analyst, you probably think that. And I think
Yeah,
Yeah, but
everyone
there's
in
also a
the
lot of
middle
Kohli
disagrees.
fans.
Yeah, everyone in the middle doesn't really think that, though, do they?
What did you say about Kohli fans? I didn't get that.
Now, I'm saying there's a lot of Kohli fans, I think, for a while who were against the whole hitting more sixes thing, right?
Oh yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, today he's hit fours. He's only hit fours, and that one. Big
Yeah,
six.
exactly. Yeah, Virat Kohli's washed. He can't hit sixes.
I know. Drop him, bro.
Yeah.
Get in someone like an actual.
Yeah.
hitter.
Get in
You'll
Deepak
see-
Hooda, RCB.
We've got patted up. soon, so
Yeah,
we'll-
Jared, do you remember the times? I think Varun, I'm sure he knows that, but there was this time back in 2022 where people were unironically saying that Deepak Hooda should replace Virat Kohli in T20 cricket for India.
What a time that was.
What a time that was, like, hilarious stuff. And Deepak Hooda actually makes 100 against Ireland, I want to say, and Kohli is in career worst form. So like some pretty hilarious stuff going on at that.
Oh, this is a good one,
Even for
actually. Tam Madhud says the bell curve meme is for we don't understand why the ball swings.
Oh yeah, I will give you that. Yes, yes.
Is Deepak Hooda even on a list anymore?
Did we
What's
even have
on
him
the
for
list?
Big Board? I'm thinking.
Like on an
CSK did
IPL
get him.
list? Is he on the team's list?
Yeah,
I
yeah, he is. I'm sure I
who's
saw his
it?
name. Hang on a
I
minute.
don't
Let me
think he
get
is.
my work. I'm sure he is.
He played for
I'm sorry.
India and he's 30, right?
Yep.
I mean, didn't Gale play till like he's 45 in the IPL or something?
Didn't they say he was he was like India's big hope at number 3, wasn't he, at one point? Huda.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
yeah,
Exactly.
yeah. That's what we're saying, yeah.
That is-
He
Yeah,
played,
even
he,
for
he
them,
played
like-
7 games last year, so he's not completely out of the sport, I suppose.
One of his IPLs
He
was
did play.
absolutely disgusting.
Well,
So,
last
answer
year he
Knuckles'
averaged
point.
6.
Yeah.
I think that was one of his better ones recently.
So
Where's
to answer
Huda?
Knuckles' point, like I think longevity matters, but you still have to look at other things. It's not just how long someone has played, right?
Yeah, you have.
yeah, that's
yeah.
also fair. Yeah.
We always
Yeah.
factor in longevity, but
We always do. I think that's
When
why we have him in the top 10 IPL batters, don't we? For Virat?
but if
Chennai.
David Warner was Indian, he'd still be in the IPL, right?
Yeah.
So his longevity hasn't disappeared. He's still playing professional,
Yeah, that's right.
right? So
This is the
He
thing
got
of-
loads of runs. He got loads of really pointless match-losing runs in the Big Bash. It was like
yeah,
the David Warner show of him scoring, 90 when his team had no chance of winning. Huda
But
is
he's-
apparently with Chennai.
Chennai still.
No,
he played with
he-
them last year.
Replacement player. Stop getting angry about where Huda is, Cheyenne. He's with Chennai.
when did he sign him as a replacement player, bro?
A
I genuinely can't find
couple of
this.
weeks ago.
Who signed whom?
What? Oh yeah, he is. Bro, he is.
The guy we've been talking about for the last 15 minutes.
No, I mean who signed him? Sorry,
Chennai.
Chennai signed him again.
Bloody
that's
hell, I'm
bro.
not saying it again.
Oh wow!
He-
Apparently for
Children,
Nathan
Jared.
Ellis, if this Reddit is not fake.
Can
But
someone
that's the
put in the
only
chat whether that's true or not, or whether I've totally made that up?
We'll have a look at the message on the screen at the moment, Rob.
Siddharth saying there was legit CSK fans who celebrated Deepak Hooda's signing.
Varun, were you on that train?
I'm sure they
I was
did.
on the
Nah, I
Tripathi
don't
train.
know.
I will give you guys that. I was,
I was on
genuinely
the Tripathi train.
Yeah, I genuinely loved that signing, and like that came to bite me back. I
But
will admit that.
It's a fascinating career, right? Like, so when does he play for India last? 2021?
No, 20.
Deepak Hooda, 22.
I guess
2023.
23, yeah.
2023.
You're right.
Where he's 30, guys. So
Yeah.
he should be in his peak age. Now, even if there's some sort of age manipulation, I don't know where he's from. I don't think there would be, but even if there is, he's only going to be 31 or 32, you would assume, right? He played for India 3 years ago, and he wasn't even part of any team's plans until the start of this tournament, right? Last year, Deepak Hooda played 7 games, made 31 runs at an average of 6.
Yeah.
In
Wow.
2023, the year he played for India, Rob, he made 84 runs at an average of 7.
That's the year he played for India.
The year
But
he
check
played
21
India.
and 22, Jared.
Bloody
Check
hell.
21 and 22.
Okay, 21. He averaged 16.
What?
In 2022, he averaged 32. That was a good year. 32, 136. Fine.
Okay, I will give that. Yeah.
I remember the reason I've always been obsessed with him is because when I first started this channel, I
Yeah.
put up a video and I said, this is one. Because remember, he went for a fortune one year.
Must
right?
have. Yeah.
He went for and I was just like, what are we paying for? He can't bowl, right? Like he legit can't bowl. Do you know what his bowling average is in the IPL?
40, 50 maybe?
55, right?
Okay.
Like legit can't bowl. And what's his batting use for you? At best, he can probably face 12 balls in innings, I reckon.
Isn't he just Shabazz Ahmed?
No. I
But-
would say he's a
but
better batter than
worse-
Shabazz. But a
Yeah.
worse bowler, much worse bowler.
Yeah,
Worse
better
bowler.
batter, worse bowler. Yeah, I agree.
Easily.
Yeah. So I think people.
I
are still
think Raul
talking about
Dravid picked him
the
too.
first
Wasn't
thing.
Raul Dravid still around back then?
Oh, I think so.
Yes.
Yeah, he was the coach. Yeah, he was.
Warren, should we
Guys,
blame
if I
him?
ever send you a message saying I'm going to see Raul today, can you guys send me a message going ask about Huda?
Warren, should we blame Himanish?
Oh yeah, we should blame him, Manish. Yeah.
Oh my God, we have to ask Kimmy Bear. Yeah.
We need to ask him.
Kohli is
about-
going to get run out today, guys. I am feeling
No,
it.
another
The
run
way
out
he's running.
goes begging.
At a certain point, he's
Yeah.
going to get run out.
Oof.
Every time Jimenez tweets online, should we one of us just quote tweet it with, "Why did you pick Deepak Huda for India?"
The funny thing is, Jared, I think he actually didn't even start working with the team then. Wait, I have a funnier one.
Ooh,
Deepak Huda
2023.
played at Perth in the T20 World Cup match. Did he not, Varun? Correct me if I'm wrong.
He played in the T20 World Cup.
Yeah.
Yes, at Perth.
Yeah.
At Perth.
Why do I not
definitely
remember
played.
this?
Because
Oh, wow.
2022, bro.
sometimes emotionally you need to go past horrible memories in order to enjoy your life.
It's getting deep all of a sudden.
Yeah.
And then one
Yeah.
day you're going to be walking down the street and everything's going to be fine, right? And you're going to hear like someone hit their horn and it's going to sound like hooter, right? And you're going to go into sweats and have a panic attack and you're not even going to know why.
Yeah.
On. Oh, just along the floor.
And it's a single.
But do you know what's
DDP is
really
10
ruined
upset.
Huda's career, guys?
What?
Like in the IPL, not for India, but legitimately, he is the exact player that the impact sub takes away.
Yeah.
Yes, I will give you that.
You're not wrong.
Exactly.
I hate impact sub. I really hate it. It annoys me all the time.
All right.
I think it's
Stop being
annoyed.
pro Deepak
the-
Huda on everything.
You want
I think
everyone
it's
to be
annoyed traditionalists.
Oh yeah, this is
Sorry,
this is actually a fun one.
enjoyed. It's not enjoyed. It's ruined the let's be clever about making a team composition thing.
I don't know. We just saw a team use their impact sub with George Linda today when Mohammad Shami
And-
was batting at number 8. I disagree,
and-
Rob.
KKR, Jared.
Not
KKR
now,
still has so many issues.
things no matter what the rules are, aren't they? That's what they do.
Yeah.
That's how they're set up to just do silly things.
Yeah.
This is a pretty
No.
poor cricket match.
I think Jared's issue with Impact Sub is that it's not proper subs. And it's just like it's just half-assing it.
Yeah.
I
Jared,
want
but how
40
do you
players
structure-
to play in a game.
No, I
Jared wants
actually
11
wanted to ask you
batters
this
and 11
question.
bowlers.
What's your specialist? My specialty is only bowling the 20th, the last ball of the 20th over, like an American kicker. I want a guy whose job it is to come out and be like, no one hits me off this last ball, guys. And that's all I do.
Yeah.
That's the dream.
You have
isn't
one
it?
bowler just to bowl wide Yorkers, one bowler for length, one bowler for outswing, one for inswing. What else is there? One for
Is it
off
like-
cutters, one for leg cutters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guys, Linda hasn't bowled yet, has he?
That'll be the big difference in the game.
No, I'm saying like if you've picked him to bowl,
I agree.
you just bowl him now, I guess. Like why would you want to feed pace to Kohli right now? Although he has taken a single, but
I mean,
he
the
might get
boffins
a
are at
ball
work again. Can't bowl slow left armer to the other particle.
I suppose so. Boffins.
Kohli was 34 off 14. How many balls will it take him to get from 34 to 50, do we think?
He's going to make 15-30 bowls, Rob. That's always the answer.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
the
Padikal's
tentative.
out.
Oh, he's out.
Pulled
yeah.
Oh, he's
Avish
out.
Khan
Padikal's gone.
Yeah.
out to deep backward square.
Yeah. He was looking a bit. Yeah, he
not
was looking
on.
scratchy.
It's not an easy wicket, is it? I mean, Kohli has made
Yeah.
it look easier than pretty much anyone else.
Yeah.
Rajat would come in now, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Hold up.
Or can they give Jitesh a go? Like just play himself in, get a few. But I think you might want to chase net run rate as well. Patida, the form he's in, he can just bang like four boundaries in the first
Yeah,
five
I
balls.
would go for
Jared,
this.
when you looked at Deepak Huda, did you look at his bowling stats in T20 Ice?
I've got a feeling he took a wicket in one game I saw.
Okay, so he's taken 6 wickets at a bowling average of 12.66 and an economy
Greatest
of
bowler
4.8
that's
in
ever.
T20 Ice.
He's the Avesh
Yeah.
Khan
Avesh
of
Khan.
international
Avish Khan
bowlers.
of batters. Yes,
He
exactly.
really is. Yes.
Yes.
I've got a feeling he took like a 2 for 12 or something in a game I watched. Because I remember being. Do you know why I remembered it? Because I'd never seen him take a wicket before in his life.
He's like an off spinner, is he not?
He's like an off spinner.
Yeah. So Rahul's still talking about. I think the comments are debating about Kohli and Gale and Warner. Kohli's not better than Gale and Warner, man. Come on.
Yeah, that's the.
So
I mean,
Rahul
that's
is
the
saying
obvious
Virat
thing.
Kohli.
Also,
13
Gale
and
played until
133.
he was 42, didn't he?
That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's played so late in his career.
Yeah.
Yeah, that he has.
And the other argument with Gale is T20s were not a serious format, right? That's the other thing. He never got
I mean,
played
Gale in
during
the
his
impact sub would have been quite hilarious, right?
He doesn't.
That's what this
Exactly.
comment is also saying.
I think one of the most incredible things, looking back on it, is that Gale doesn't play in the first year of the IPL, and does he play in the second? Was that dropped, by the way, Rob?
I don't know. I don't
That's
think
good
it
ball.
quite carried to him. It's Mukul,
think
isn't it,
that?
behind the stumps? He's probably too far back though, because he's
Mm.
bowled. Oh no, he did drop it, but I don't think he edged it.
Well, that's what
Someone
I
who's
think.
played
Did he-
through
Had a
all
dart.
the eras of T20s is being judged on numbers.
That's quite close.
So
That is quite close.
yeah, this is annoying me now. Okay.
I think we can.
I think that carried,
I need
Rob.
to
I don't
stop
know if he
talking
hit
about
it.
Yeah.
It did carry. Oh yeah, I just don't know whether he hit it or not.
It's a great ball. Angling in, seaming away. There's certainly something in this surface. Do you know who'd be good bowling on it? Mayank Yadav.
we were robbed of Virat Kohli versus Mayank Yadav. High pace against one of the best players of high pace ever. Like, that would have been a spicy battle in the power play, that too.
Yes.
We
It would be
robbed
amazing.
again. The last time this was going to happen was Kohli actually hit a left arm finger spinner and got out in the power play.
I mean,
before Mayank was brought
here's
on.
the thing, Shah. If Mayank is fit, why is he not always in your first 11 in your
That's
passing?
the other
11?
thing I was thinking exactly.
Yeah.
Like, maybe it's about Prince Yadav then. Like, you have to make that sacrifice, do you not?
Kohli's completely stuck. By the way, completely and utterly stuck.
Yeah.
May never
That,
score.
that
another run.
I think he tried to hit that one, but it didn't bounce as much.
This is when I normally bet unders for people when they go totally into their shell, but you kind of know he's going to get 50. It's not like
He'll
the
get
other day.
50
when
and then he'll hit 20
you
of the
knew
next
he
leg.
was going to get
This
50.
is the
and then get
template innings, I'm telling you.
His run line is
Yeah.
his run line is 72 and a half. That's a lot. That's a lot of
Yeah, I
runs
don't
to
mind.
get.
If he's fit, I don't mind that run line.
Yeah, but is he fit? I mean,
Yeah, I don't know.
spoiler
That's
alert,
what
his
we
run
have
line's
no
always
idea.
really, really high. But
Yeah.
when he's crawling like this,
Yeah, I don't have an issue with this because it's a small target, isn't it? Right?
Yeah, also,
I'm
they
not
lost
thinking
just
out.
particle
I'm just
right
saying he's stuck.
Yeah.
and the spinner came
Yeah,
on. I
fair.
think that's sort of a natural slowdown, I would say, this innings. It hasn't felt like a forced one.
He's
He
11
gets a
off
four.
13 is what he is recently.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
that's... I think I don't really see it's a
It's
big deal
fine.
in this
It's
series, to
fine.
be
I'm
honest.
just saying it means he's less likely to score loads of runs if he's batting like this. Because he has to then press the button again rather than he just
You
keep
guys are talking about cricket. Rob's talking about betting.
Yeah, obviously. I'm always talking about
I
betting in
know.
my own head.
So Abhay is asking you, Rob, what is your worst ever runs in your betting career?
Very easy one, this. I once, at odds that were approximately 50-50, lost 27 in a row. 27 in a row at about 50-50. And that is nearly impossible.
Oh, that's a good ball.
That's a very good ball.
Shami bowls one at Virat's head and dots him up again. It's nearly impossible. I mean, it wasn't the most I've lost because I was staking. You know, my stakes go down as I'm losing and go up as I'm winning, or they used to. You can't. It's all can't get any bets on. So what's the point of having a staking plan? But I have had some utterly awful trots where you're like, I'm having all the right bets, and if anyone could catch, then it would all be fine, and nobody can. Or I'm having all the right bets and then this happens and this happens. You just got to stick with it if the process is right. Keep reviewing yourself all the time, which is a horrible job. That's one of my least favorite bits about gambling, I think. Because you go through and you're like, well, why do I keep losing money backing everyone to be bowled all the time? Maybe I need to stop doing this. Why am I rubbish at this market? And then I appear to be really good at this market. You got to keep checking that stuff. But yeah, I've had some runs that are just appalling. But I'd find me a gambler that's been doing it for ages that hasn't, and I'll find you a liar. Kohli has the orange cap, so once he's got his 50, he's just going to shake hands with everybody and be paraded around the ground on a throne on an orange throne wearing the orange cap.
That'll stop people moaning about the previous conversation we were having.
Yeah.
What about AB de
It always
Villiers?
goes in extremes with him. I think that's my issue with the whole discourse.
Yeah, I think Virat's really good. Yeah.
The issue is like
What?
people will either say that he cannot even bat at this strike rate, or like he's overrated and all of that. The other will be like, oh, he's better than Gale, he's better than Warner. Like, come on, guys. Like, surely there's a middle ground
Yeah.
here. He's really good, but he's not Warner or Gale. That's all we're saying. Oh, that is.
I don't think we're shitting on
Oh,
Kohli.
6 from Patidar.
That was a good hit.
Yeah.
I don't think we're shitting on
That's what-
Kohli for this innings. I think Rob is just saying he's getting stuck, which is true.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think
that's
that's
what I'm
yeah.
saying.
fair.
I know. I
Yeah.
just said
Yeah.
that so that Rob would get attacked in the messages. Also, someone said before, I don't know how we're looking at stats when we're looking at players who's played in all eras of T20 cricket. You mean exactly the same as David Warner has?
Exactly. We look at true values. We're looking at. That's one of the reasons I think it hasn't gone out. We have the Crick Picks thing coming up on the best batters, and I mentioned this on the Crick Picks as well. One of the reasons you
what a
have to
six
look at
again.
Kohli
That
differently
is definitely a
is
six.
because that's a
What a
insane hit.
shot.
Oof, man, Patidar has been on it this season. He's
Exactly.
been smashing everything.
Hugely
Him and
on it.
Shreyas have been so
Yeah.
beautiful to watch. Actually, this story.
Patidar 13-1 to get the most runs, is he? I have
Yeah.
an argument with that. He could get to 50 first here. He nearly did the other day when he came in with Virat, didn't he?
Yeah. So to
13
answer
to
Knuckles' point, oh my god. Yeah.
What if he hits
that's
every
insane.
ball for 6? What then?
He actually feels
Okay,
like he can hit every ball for 6 in his current form.
He does.
Yeah,
He's
Varun, you
been
were
in
saying?
such insane. I feel like he's going to make 30 of 10 every game at this point.
It does
Yeah.
feel like that for sure.
So Knuckle was saying there isn't a middle ground. You guys are over intellectualizing it, and you're oversimplifying it by just saying he has to be number one because he has the most runs
Yeah.
and played for 18 years,
Exactly.
right?
That's like you can't change my mind on this, to be honest. Like, I know what.
Yeah,
I feel
same.
at
I'm
this
not
point, but at
changing
this
my
point,
mind.
I'm bored of
If you
at
ask
this point.
me, if you ask me who I would want between Kohli and Warner, I do have a burning dislike of Warner, so I
That's
find
what
it
I was
difficult to think straight. But I think I would go Kohli. I don't think that one's cut and dry. I really don't. But
Nah.
Gale's miles ahead.
Recently, nah. No,
IPL,
because
you have to
Warner's
pick
peak is so
Warner
good
over
though.
Kohli, man. Come on, yeah.
Yeah.
IPL,
Yeah.
it's not even a debate for me. Like, Warner is much.
We're literally having the debate now, Shine. So easy debate.
I mean, like, for me, it's not a serious debate to compare him with Warner in the IPL.
Well, we never having a
In the
debate.
IPL, I will say that once again. If you're
Yeah.
doing T20 guys, then sure. Like, I definitely have Kohli
Yeah.
ahead of Warner in that. That's not even. Again, that is also not even a debate. That is the other one. But just in the
It's not-
IPL,
hang on.
I'm going with Warner.
What debate shall we have? Doesn't have to be about Kohli.
That is a good
Let's
question.
have one.
Think of
He's
something, guys.
George Linder, by the way. He's playing.
Yep.
Kohli takes a single. I predict he will take 3 more singles with his current score on 47.
Bro, it feels like Varun, even if Kohli gets 30 of 10, he's going to make a 50 of 30 at this point. Like, that.
Yeah, I told you.
given.
No, Shine.
It's a-
Kohli could be 49 of 9 balls and he's still going to be 50 or 30.
At this point, I agree with you. But yeah, today he looked like the difference, I would have to say. Like, he's batted really well in that part. He just killed the game in the power play, to be honest, for me. Like, I know it's cricket, so anything can happen, but with the batting RCB have,
Yeah.
not losing this, are they? That was the period they had to, sort of play a bit carefully, and he just banged fours and got this away.
So again, Knuckle, we talk about this all the time with Virat. We understand he was really young and
Yeah.
he was really shit, right? But
This is the other thing, like,
here's the thing. Yeah. So if we talk about it, he's played for 18 seasons. 10 of them were what we call plus seasons. David Warner's had 10 plus seasons. Gale's had like 8 or 9, and his best seasons have been better than Virat's best seasons.
Yeah,
Let's
that's
not
the
forget
main
that.
thing,
AB's had 9 or 10 plus seasons. He's not got the longevity edge because not all 18 years are good. That's what you're missing here. If all 18 years were good, of course he's the best IPL batter ever. No one's denying that.
Yeah.
Right? Then it becomes
Actually-
such an intense cricket thing.
It's actually quite an interesting one. I was thinking about this with Virat recently, and we might do a piece on it. But it's actually quite fascinating to look at. If you look at like the best NBA players, right, like someone of Virat's level in the NBA, their numbers are going to be really, really even from year to year. Right?
I was looking at LeBron's numbers, funnily, yesterday night. I don't even understand basketball. And he was at like greater than 20 points a game, if I'm reading that right, for every
Yeah,
season. 25,
exactly.
26, 27.
Whereas Virat actually has some really low scoring seasons, right? And
Yeah,
part of
he
it
does.
is because you have 15 games. Also, David Warner and AB de Villiers and Chris Gale are playing a lot of T20 cricket outside of the IPL.
Yeah.
Right. So it's actually harder for an Indian player, I think, to be consistently as good. Traditionally, it's a bit different now. They're really preparing for it. But going back 10, 15 years, I actually find it's an interesting way of looking at it, that they don't have the same kind of rounded games because they're just not playing as much T20 cricket as everyone else is. I mean, Chris Gale is like, a complete specialist, right? At a point.
He gave up Test cricket, Jared, did he not, in the 2010s, basically?
Yeah, early he gives it up. That's why he didn't make our other book.
He did.
Oh, run out chance again. Oh, maybe not. It went further away from than I thought. Another single for Virat. So in the last game, right, and Virat was apparently ill. I heard Simon Dawes saying Virat was really ill in the last game, not just injured. So he was 20 off 11.
Yeah.
Then he was 34 off 24, and he ended up getting 50 off 38, having been 20 off 11. And today he's 34 off 14. And he's going to end up crawling to his 50 off how
But
many
this
balls?
is a chase. That's the difference,
34.
right? Like in a chase, you can even sleep for a bit in the middle, I
You
guess.
can, but he's my only criticism here is his team will do better if they chase these quickly because of net run
No,
rate.
of course. But I
And
think
he is
they're also
literally just playing for
factoring in the
why did
surface,
he
are they
want
not?
to single this ball and then just get out again, which is what he did last
Like
time.
if he gets out, say in the 7th over, that doesn't increase the chances of winning, does it? That's what I'm
It
thinking.
increases the chances of winning quickly.
Does it? You don't
Because
want
David
to lose-
faces more balls and Patidar faces
He
more balls.
does. I will give you that. But like,
Oh, he's played a big
is
shot.
he
that
out?
one in the
Oh, he's out.
In. Yay!
I hope you're all happy at ruining Virat for everyone today.
Didn't get
There's his
that
unders.
at all.
Yeah, I assumed you went unders.
Trusty old Nicky P in the field. He never makes any mistakes in the field.
I mean, he dropped a catch
That
in
was
front of
the
my eyes
exact
the other day.
dismissal that he got last time. The exact same one. First
Yeah,
big
you
shot.
know Kohli's not fit because he got out in a chase.
I think people in the crowd are probably just transmitting what we're saying about him, and he was like, "I'll show you."
Yeah, I think this was a fine innings. I don't have an issue. I know Switzer is going to have a field day, but as they always do. But yeah,
They should win with overs to spare, right?
they should
I
easily
just
win
like
this.
winding
Yeah,
people up.
he's done his part. He attacked the power play and they ensured that they didn't lose early wickets.
Yeah.
He's done.
As
his
we
part.
said, on this pitch, I'm just having a look at it now. I think Badoni batted really well.
Yeah.
Um,
Mukul was all right.
Mukul was good.
Mukul got stuck at the start.
Marsh got stuck.
Marsh got stuck. So I would say the only person who actually looked free-flowing for a long period of time is probably Badoni and then Kohli, who also then got stuck. He just got stuck at the end where everyone else has got stuck at the start. So, I mean, Kohli looked really good.
Brilliant.
I don't know why
He's
you guys are all
found
slagging him off. I think he's definitely in the top 25 best T20 batters.
Just check out now, eh?
Yeah.
It's Deepak Huda and then Virat. I think we all have in that order.
Agreed. No, it's Avesh Khan and then it's Virat Kohli.
Oh, I forgot about
Deepak
Avesh.
Huda.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How about Deepak Huda at second then?
Did you see Rob? He went out today. Our man Avesh Khan.
Oh, he had a bat.
Yeah. Ruined his average forever.
Did he get clean bowled like everyone else did?
Yes. Through his legs like everyone else did, didn't he?
Oh yeah, 1 off 2. Oh, that's a shame. I had to watch some. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that with the chats that you guys get, but I actually watched some PSL today. Highlight of that was there was a cat on the field, which I always enjoy
You
when there's
did say-
animals.
I thought that was here, and I was like, how have I not seen this cat on the field? I didn't realize it was a
really,
different game.
really big cat, like an oversized wild cat, which I enjoy. But if you haven't seen, guys, this week in the Brisbane Premier League, which I am proud to announce, I've watched 2 games of this week.
The Brisbane Premier League.
The Brisbane Premier League. That in the Sydney Kangaroos game, there was actually a kangaroo on the cricket field, and I really enjoyed that. That has made my week, maybe my whole year.
So if you go to Australia and like everyone goes, and the first thing they want to see is kangaroos, and so obviously in the cities there's very few kangaroos, right? Although more than there ever has been before because of climate change and all these different things. But the best place to find them: golf courses, cricket grounds.
Nice.
So if you, I remember like taking my son to a place once where there was about 60 of them just grazing on this cricket ground.
That's really cool.
Yeah,
I would love that. What are they? They're not all that placid, are they? Like they do boxing, don't they? Kangaroos.
They're placid until they don't want to be. Does that make sense?
Yeah, and yeah, like my cat. I mean,
They're
if
a
you
bit
put-
like, do you know what they're a bit like? Rob?
Everyone
They're a bit
does.
like the guy who's at the pub who drinks all day, but once he gets past 8 pints,
Yes, called Stephen Hamby, works for Bet365.
So you're never quite sure if they're on the 7th pint and they're still having a bit of fun and a laugh, or they're on the 8th pint and they're going to punch you because you looked at them weird. Right? Because
Yeah.
they can be really, really fun and jovial, right? And really nice and tender, and then suddenly crunch.
Yeah, it's
you
like
get-
31% of all Englishmen are exactly that profile.
all I'm saying is kangaroos, and also when you've got kids, the thing that you always have to is just their size. They are so much bigger than you think they're going to be, kangaroos. So most people, when they say they've been hanging around with kangaroos, they've been hanging around with wallabies. Wallabies are tiny. Kangaroos basically, you know, an adult red is probably about our height, right? And an adult grey is probably just slightly shorter than, you know, the average sort of woman's height. So about 5'6", maybe 5'5". But they're pure muscle. Every single part of them is muscle.
Yeah. You don't want to. I mean, I've seen a bit of footage of like man versus kangaroo, which I probably shouldn't have done. But they're very boxy in how they fight,
Yes.
because they're jumpy and the hands are in front. Like they're really like natural boxers. Wicket. No,
That's four.
Mr. Man.
Not a wicket.
Ed
Avesh is bowling
from-
well today, though.
Yeah,
He's not
Ed
able
from
to-
Padadar
Average
through
is well,
slips for 4. Yeah, they do box. You know, not box the way we box, but they do. So the old Australian logo used to be the boxing kangaroo,
That's right.
but they had to take it down because it was actually animal abuse making them box. It's also,
Do kangaroos?
yeah, so kangaroos will box each other, but it's
Yeah.
animal abuse making them box a human in a ring, which is what people used to do.
Do you know that Jerry Springer on one of his shows
Woke
once fought a
nonsense.
bear?
Cancelling that.
Did you
So
know that?
Jerry Springer what?
Fought a bear on one of his TV shows once. He genuinely fought a bear. There's actual footage of it as well.
But you know, there used to be the NBA, and then there was another league called the ABA. So at one stage, most of the best players were in the NBA, but there was a small percentage of the best players in the world were in the ABA as well, right? Dr. J was in the ABA.
Yes,
And,
yes.
and there was a regular, I can't remember which team it was, but there was a regular night where you could go about once every month where they would fight, where the owner of the team would fight a bear. And that, Will Ferrell plays that in the movie about the ABA. But it's a real thing that would happen. You would go to a basketball game and watch a man fight a bear. So that is a thing that happened in America, Rob, over many generations.
Well, I know all the stories of the boxing bouts where, you know, they used to make boxers back in the day do horrific things to earn their money, and fighting animals was one of them. But there was a show called Man versus Beast about 20 years ago, and it was just at the end of just at the start of like people getting angry at things, so they cancelled it. But it was Donovan Bailey against a giraffe was the one that I remember, and this is the stuff that I really want to see. Like,
Did he beat the giraffe?
I have no time for. Well, I think they I'm going to have to look it up. I can't remember whether he beat him or not. Oh, no. Round 1 versus the giraffe. They got... Donovan Bailey is associated with high-profile gimmick races. No, here we go. Sean Crawford was the sprinter who ran against a giraffe. He beat the giraffe comfortably. Then he raced a zebra. See, this is a TV show that I want to watch. Then he raced a zebra, and he lost to the zebra and then claimed that the zebra had a false start, leading to a rematch.
The zebra was juicing.
Leading to a rematch, which Crawford also lost. Now, this is where it gets really funny. Other rounds in Man versus Beast. Now, I think that we should race animals and stuff for entertainment purposes, but I don't think animals should be abused. So I don't think there should be like combat sports against animals unless it's like Piers
Unless
Morgan.
the animal started it.
Right. If it's Piers Morgan against a honey badger, then absolutely, definitely have it. By the way, as soon as this game is finished, everyone, go and watch a documentary about honey badgers. They are the best animals in the world by a million miles. As Jitesh smashes us.
Oh, and he's hit it for 6.
Good shot.
Okay, so Takeru Kobayashi did a hot dog eating contest against a 1,089 pounds Kodiak bear named the Alaskan Cruncher. Now, that has to be good TV, doesn't it?
Kobayashi is the greatest hot dog eater of all time, isn't he?
No.
Who's the great hot dog eater? I don't know why I know this.
It's Joey Chestnut, Jared. You know this.
Oh, okay.
Joey Chestnut is the man that can put the hot dogs away, as Jitesh goes again for 4.
Yeah, just gets it away.
Obstacle course. US Navy SEAL Scott Helvenston won a race against a chimpanzee through an American Ninja Warrior style course. See, why isn't this on telly anymore? It sounds absolutely amazing. How about this one? This one I can kind of understand why it was cancelled. The jet pull was an Asian elephant pulling a DC-10 jet against 44 dwarfs.
Wait, what?
And that's why they got cancelled.
Oh God, I know what I'm doing tonight as this goes.
And he's gone again. 6 more.
The
God,
tug
that's
of
almost
war-
exactly the same as what he hit 2 balls ago.
Right.
Yeah,
exactly.
he's looking good today.
Right, new
Yeah.
game. The tug
I
of
thought
war was
Hitesh should
between
have been
a
dropped and he's
sumo
useless.
wrestler and which animal?
Sorry, the tug of war was what?
So a sumo wrestler had a tug of war on this TV show, which I'm going to watch every episode of as soon
Against
as
the bison.
No, anyone else? Cheyenne, what's your guess? Sumo wrestler. Who are you pitting a sumo wrestler against for a good watch on a tug of war?
Rhino.
I have no idea. Rhino. I actually thought that too.
So you're both saying rhino. The answer was a female orangutan.
They're strong, aren't they, orangutans?
They are very strong, yeah.
And the last one was a wall climb, but they used the chimpanzee again. World-class free rock climber.
Was it the same chimpanzee?
No, it doesn't say. That's the question that came to my mind. The world-class free climber raced against the chimpanzee. Who do you think won?
Mm-hmm.
Chimpanzee won that one.
Very
Yeah.
easily. So that's man versus beast, and I know what I'm doing tonight.
Rob.
Wait, which animals would make the best test match openers?
Oh.
Okay, so there was a. Do you remember when the internet, like obviously you two children might remember this, Jared? Do you remember when, like, mid late 90s, there was sort of before Miniclip, there were versions of games, like the first stick cricket and stuff.
Yeah.
BBC did a game, and it was jungle animals playing cricket against each other, and the opening batsman was as Patidar goes long.
6 more.
Come on, Patidar.
Wow.
He's going to have to get
Patidar
most
is-
of the runs. Jitesh is killing this top bat. It was safari animals were cricket teams, and there was a really cowardly. I think it might have been like one of the big birds, maybe a flamingo or a toucan or something, and its name was Cheyenne Frady, which is pretty good. They were all called after cricketers. Which animals would be the best openers? You just want like that's out for Patidar.
This should be straight up in the air, yeah.
That looks out.
Will they
Oh,
drop it?
now he's
damn
gone.
it.
Yeah, now he's good.
Just for a minute, it
27
looked like
plus 10,
Patidar had caught himself because it was Dig Vesh and I saw the long hair. And I was like, did he have enough time to take the helmet off and the gloves and the pads, run over and catch himself?
The form he is in, he might actually be able to do that, Jared. Would you not?
I don't
Would a
forget the
rhino
super
make a
chats,
good
Cheyenne.
opener?
Oh yeah.
I was thinking a hippo.
Yeah. No, because I'm thinking a rhino would charge, right? You can charge at bowlers who bowl length all the time.
I mean, if you had rabbits at both ends, you get a lot of singles and twos.
So
Yeah.
are we thinking T20 or Test or what?
I don't know. It's your game.
Be up to
No,
you, yeah. I think I
it's
said
no.
test. My question was for tests.
You want like one of those old war horses, don't you? You want one of them.
Clydesdale. Or you mean an actual old war horse?
Yeah, like Boxer out of
Yeah.
Animal Farm. I want him opening the batting.
Fuck.
Dependable, solid, and if he messes up, straight to the glue factory.
Was Boxer not a Clydesdale?
Someone tell us on the chat, and someone read the chat out because I don't know where the chats go. You lot are always reading chats and saying things. I've never seen one. I don't know where it happens. I assume you lot are getting text messages or something.
Anyways, so Ashish Iyer asks if the only thing Impact player has taken away is bits and pieces players who anyways have no role in 2026 genuine all-rounders bowl 2 to 3 overs and bat. I agree with that.
I 100% agree.
I do agree with that. I find that hard to disagree with.
Definitely.
I think the only thing you can argue is it doesn't develop young all-rounders because young all-rounders do tend to be bits and
That
pieces.
is a valid point.
Yeah.
I'll give you that.
Oh my god. Who are my favorite filmmakers? Tarantino, Jarmusch, Mieke, Ryan Fleck, and what's her name? Anna Boden, Coen Brothers, Peckinpah, Park Chan-wook, Catherine Bigelow, Roger Corman, Werner Herzog, Hal
When he-
Ashby.
Are you just saying
When he-
random English words?
When are
Like-
you
That's
going
what I
to
was
say
going to
Ron
ask. Varun.
Shelton?
Park
You
Chan
haven't heard of
Wook is
anyone
Park Chan
apart
Wook
from
is
Tarantino?
not the most. I suppose there are English bits in that. Yeah, Wes Anderson, Paul Thomas Anderson, a lot of Andersons
Okay, I know
apparently.
that name.
Jared, what about the
Oh.
guy who produced this BoJack Horseman?
Oh, he's gone.
Ouch.
He's edged it. Oh wow.
Yeah. That is out.
The
You
Prince.
know,
is that-
170 was on. 170, 180 game was on.
Yeah, it definitely feels like that in hindsight.
Or if they had Mayank Yadav, they might have
Oh,
done
yeah,
something here.
Yeah. There are lots of ifs there.
He's done well to edge that, Tim David.
It's not Tim
It's
David.
not Tim David, Jitesh.
Oh, wasn't it?
No.
Jitesh.
Oh, sorry.
God, how could you possibly get both of them confused?
I didn't. I just thought that because Tim David went out, I
Okay.
thought he was facing.
Oh, I thought you looking at the screen and got confused. Okay, that would have been weird. Yeah, Shad, I was about to say, like, you might know more English filmmakers than I will because I barely watch any English movies.
I knew Tarantino. I didn't have a clue about
Yeah.
the others. I feel like Jared was making up.
To be
names.
fair, I did also mention Japanese, Korean filmmakers.
Why didn't you say Ron
Yeah,
Shelton?
all are the same to me.
Jared? Where's Ron Shelton in all this?
Do you know who I do love? Roger Corman. Do you know who Roger Corman is?
Yeah.
What films?
Basically, every bad film. He basically invented B-grade cinema. His greatest film is Death Race 2000, the original, which is Sylvester Stallone running over old people to get points in 1970s.
I need to watch this movie.
Absolute masterpiece. David Carradine's in that, who was also Bill in Kill Bill.
I'm talking about him earlier.
Just absolutely genius as well. Yeah.
Random, but I love
Vittorio-
the Back to the Future series.
No, thank you. Vittorio De Sica, the Italian director, I like him too. A couple of the Polish directors are really good. Yeah. No, I like lots of different directors.
Nice.
It's going to sound, to anyone who doesn't know anything about cinema, I can understand why it did sound like I was making up names.
Did you do what was the guy that did Mr. Glass? What's he called? M. Shyamalan or whatever.
M. Night Shyamalan? Shyamalan?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I like him. He does
M. Night
lots of fun.
Shyamalan.
Lots of
It's
funny
just
stuff.
the problem with his movies is, Rob, we don't know if you're autistic or have ADHD, do we? We're not sure what spectrum you're on.
Well, the I mean, it's a much longer show than this, but the 2 days I had of tests, they were both definitely sure I had ADHD, and one was definitely sure I was autistic, and the other one said I wasn't. So who knows?
So
That's what the doctors say.
I've been looking up ADHD for a few different reasons recently, and one of the things when you have ADHD is you are very good at working out what the twist in movies is, apparently. Right?
Ah.
Yeah, fair.
So have you guys ever seen the movie The Prestige?
No,
I've heard of
Heard
it.
of it. I don't think
So-
I've seen
so-
it.
so-
Yeah.
Is that Chris
I worked-
Nolan?
No, I don't think it's Chris Nolan. I think it might be Christian Bale, though, as the actor in it.
No, I mean, he directed it, right?
I don't think so.
Oh,
science,
definitely.
science
but
fiction.
No, it's
yeah.
not science fiction. It's
Yeah,
like
it is
magic.
Chris Nolan.
Oh,
It
no,
is Chris
Prestige.
Nolan, yeah.
Oh, sorry,
Yeah,
not the
yeah,
Prestige.
Prestige is
Ah.
Christian Bale and... It's not Christian Bale, sorry. Christian Bale and Hugh Jackman, right? Yeah.
There's a movie where they play magicians.
Yeah, that's
Chri-
Prestige.
Oh, okay. Is that Christopher Nolan?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's one of his earlier ones, yeah.
So about 8 minutes into that movie, Rob, I worked out what the twist was, right?
Oh.
M. Night Shyamalan, exactly the same. The Samuel L. Jackson one and the one that's set in a village, right? Again, I worked out exactly what the twist was.
So the Samuel L. Jackson one, that's Mr. Glass, right?
No, the first one before Mr. Glass, isn't it? Unbreakable.
Yeah, that one I
Oh,
got.
the Bruce Willis one.
That one I
Yeah.
just assumed everybody knew what the twist was.
Yeah. That's how I felt about The Prestige, where I was watching it going, I was like looking around the cinema going, there's got to be something else happening here, right? It can't just be, I won't say what it is for the 12
Did you
people who
watch
haven't
Split?
Hey?
Did you watch Split? I thought that was really, really good.
Split.
Split's the one with the guy out of Shameless.
James
isn't it?
McAvoy.
James what?
No, I haven't seen that one.
No, Split. Shameless. Isn't that? It's the Professor Xavier in the
Sorry,
X-Men movies.
the UK one, the UK Shameless. He was in that.
I didn't watch UK Shameless.
And he plays somebody who has multiple personality disorder, and he's like 9 different people or something.
Yes.
And he's really good in it. It's very good film, that.
Yeah. Makes
Yeah,
sense.
so we have another super chat where Rohit Kumar Jha asks us. He actually
Tells
gives
us.
his opinion. Tells us, yes. opinionates. He has a hot take that USA are going to be a top 5 cricket team in the world by 2040. The reason is that big US companies are run by Indians who are investing in cricket, and the same with Canada. What do you think, Jared?
No, they're not.
Top 5 in 15 years? Yeah, I know.
It's just too soon. It's just too soon.
Exactly.
I tell you the reason why. It's because the overall cricket culture in America is still not where it needs to be.
Exactly.
And so generally, at the very least, you could have something like what happened with
Or a
Afghanistan.
shot.
And that's a
Big
six.
shot by
Wow.
Tim David there.
Yeah.
After a ball after he complained about Spider Cam, by the way. It's the same with Afghanistan. So Afghanistan had an incredible rise over like 12 years, but half their players still didn't know very basic things about cricket. And it's because you need to be in a culture of cricket where those things are being shared with you over and over again so that the second and third generations get it. And if you look at the history of Test cricket, we've always seen a similar kind of thing. It takes time. It's not going to be by 2040. Will America eventually have a good cricket team? I don't have much doubt that they won't.
What's the word you use? Jared? Shibboleth, right?
Shibboleth, yes. All the shibboleths.
Has that gone to the moon, or is that where's that gone?
Oh, wow. That's 6. Oh, it's out.
It's out.
Oh, it's out.
Oh, no, it's not
Oh,
out.
my God. Oh, my God.
Takes the catch on the
Oh my
boundary.
God.
He does an underarm throw, does Markram, and he somehow manages it to throw it past the other fielder.
Oh,
Who was it?
fucking
Was it
hell.
Puran?
I think that was Samad.
Was it Samad?
Samad.
I
Might have
think
been
that was
Samad, yeah.
So why did he actually go out of the ground?
Yeah, he did. He did
Right.
need to throw it
So he
back.
had-
Oh, it's
he
the
had
other
to-
way around. Samad threw it. No, Samad threw it, and Markram was just watching.
Oh, it was
Exactly.
Markram.
Yep.
Yeah.
Samad was,
He takes the catch, he throws it up in the air, and Markram's just not expecting the ball to come to him. It was a bad underarm
Yeah.
throw, to be fair, but he wasn't
Yeah,
away.
it
not
was.
great awareness either. Yeah. Like a wicket here could have made this a bit fun, guys. Like I know they would probably
Nah.
still lose, but
They have Kurnaul
Come
next,
on.
right? Yeah.
I know, but that would
Yeah.
make it a funny game, would it not?
And that's a 4. No.
And let's
Did you stop
midfield
it?
another
No, it's
boundary,
4.
shall we?
Oh, my God.
Yeah, so the shibboleths, it's a Jewish phrase, by the way, and it basically means that you can read a religious textbook and you know everything about the religion, but you actually don't know anything about the culture and the customs and the untold things. That's what a shibboleth basically means. You can look it up. It's a really interesting Jewish term. That's what cricket has so many shibboleths that, like, as I said, I was covering Afghanistan in the 2015 World Cup, and Andy Moles was showing them how to bowl cross seam. Right? These are international 30-year-old men who didn't know how to bowl cross seam, and I learned how to bowl cross seam when I was 8. Like, there are just certain things that you cannot cheat, right? And that's the thing with the USA. Will they be a good team by 2040? Yeah, I could see them,
I'll
but
give you two more reasons.
not
right?
legitimate top team.
So one, Aaron Jones has set them back a bit, I think, with what he was getting up to. And two, if the USA uncover a brilliant cricketer in the next 2 years, he will play international cricket for somebody else. That's the immediate problem they've got. So 14 years is too quick to get them really good.
I'll give you a third one. Where does America get all of their best professional athletes from?
I don't know. Eastern
College
I don't know the
sports.
answer to this.
It's high school and college, right?
Yeah.
There's
Oh, yeah.
no cricket in college or high school. So even if you were to bring that in, and they will, obviously, hopefully in the next 14 years, the chances of that being at the level to help them out, you always have to, with any country, you want to work out where you produce your athletes and then try and replicate that with a new sport.
Correct.
Yeah, that's fair.
We've got this other question about Stein versus Bumrah versus Rabada versus Cummins in Test match cricket that Amartya asks.
This'll be
Actually, we
easy
have
to
covered.
answer.
We've covered Bumrah versus Rabada and Cummins in
Yeah.
a piece, right? And we had Bumrah 1, Cummins 2, and Rabada 3 at that point, I believe. That was done at Jan 2025.
So Bumrah attacks the stumps more than Rabada and Cummins does. There's the easy one. Stein, Jared has to answer it.
Stein does probably attack it a little bit more than the other guys.
Bit skiddy, no?
Yeah, Stain's the only swing bowler on that. He would have been a wobble ball bowler if he came through now, but he was a swing bowler back then.
Isn't
I
Bumrah a
have-
swing bowler?
Oh, no, he can swing the ball.
He can
So
swing the
can
ball, yes.
so can Cummins. That doesn't make you a swing bowler. Stain is
Yeah,
a.
but I know for a fact Bumrah doesn't bowl the wobble ball. I know that for a fact. I don't know when was the last time I saw
Really?
him bowl it.
I know, but he seems
Yeah.
the ball.
Fair.
Okay, fair. I
Yeah.
forgot that exists. Yeah, yeah. Fair.
There is another way to seam the ball that is not just a wobble
Yeah.
ball. So Stain was a swing bowler, so he's different from that perspective. I have Bumrah slightly ahead of Stain on my list.
Oh wow.
I might have Stein slightly ahead right now, I think, but Stein, Bumrah, Cummins, Rabada would be my order. I think of the top.
Going back to our favorite word today, longevity. I'll take Stain.
Oh yeah, that's what exactly. We've got, so this one is done. We've got another question for myself and Jared, where Samit Khan asks, after this SA20, I'm sold on Herman and Mokoena. With Proteas already blooding them, how do you see their ceilings, and realistically, when do they break into the IPL, next year or the next mega auction cycle? I haven't actually got a whole lot of them, so I will not give big opinions, but I quite like Mafaka and Luan de Pretorius from, like, if you're talking about the young guys from South Africa right now, who I feel like have genuine potential to be IPL level players, or even like good international players, of course.
Is he talking about Ruben Herman?
I would assume so.
Is he, Rob? Is that the guy?
Yes, he is. He is talking
Not
about
Jordan Herman.
Oh, Jordan Herman. I was going to say. I was like, all I can remember is Ruben Herman. I was trying to remember which one he meant.
Jordan
I'm
Herman.
so sorry.
Yeah, Jordan Herman.
Are they brothers?
They might be related. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they are brothers. Yes.
Yeah, they're brothers, yeah.
And that is a big six again.
I would have thought Jordan Herman is a considerable distance off, but he could have like a Britsky-like rise. Do you remember when
He has a
Britsky
good
was
year, Jared, last year. 34 and 137 in the last
34
season.
and 137? Don't cut it in the IPL, my friend.
No, but that's the SA20, right? So that's not as high scoring as the IPL, is it?
No, I know, but I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I don't. That doesn't mean he's on the verge of the IPL.
No, that I can say that. Yeah.
My word, some of his years were dire.
He's really struggled so far, and that's why
Yeah.
I've got him confused with Ruben, because Ruben has even struggled more, I think. Yeah, I would say he's probably one strong year away. It doesn't mean it has to be in the SA20. He could go on the franchise circuit and show it. I don't think he's played in any leagues. Generally,
I can see
it's
it.
unlikely that you go
24.
from your domestic league to the IPL. People would probably prefer to see you somewhere else and see you tested, especially the players who don't play spin, don't come from the spin countries. I would say is on the top of that. And who was the bowler?
And Mokoena?
I think Robbie was talking about him yesterday.
I believe
Robbie's
CS is the best person actually to answer, and Robbie. They're the best people to answer this because they've
Yeah,
covered
I think Robbie's got a lot of opinions about McKenna.
Yeah, I
I
was talking
thi-
about him yesterday.
I think he's good. I could see him getting in the IPL quicker just because bowlers seem to jump the queue a little
Yeah.
bit faster, don't they?
Exactly.
And
Yes.
we've got a dearth of bowlers. I don't think we have a dearth of people who can average 35 with a strike rate of 137.
And RCB have won the
Yeah.
match quite comfortably.
He might be,
Lost a-
Mokoena might be like one injury away
Joe
from getting an
Wickens, but-
IPL contract.
Exactly. Yeah, he could easily just jump in at any stage. Do you want to go through the
So-
super chats
And
and
they
then we'll
won.
finish
Yeah,
up?
let's just take them a quick rapid fire and let's get done with this, I would say, before we hop off. So Siddhartha Shrikant says, LeBron in year 23 is like a top 25 player. His prime might be as long as VK's career itself is. GOAT for a reason. Please beat Houston. Listreamist GOAT. What is
Yeah.
that last word?
I mean, they will beat Houston because Houston are dog shit, but Lakers are not going to be. Lakers are not going to beat OKC without all their best players.
Interesting. Okay. I don't know what that means, but I'll give you that.
Just trust
Yeah,
me.
I think LeBron, like, obviously, he's one of the greatest athletes ever. Is he not, Jared? Like, if we do an all-time list.
Oh
He
yeah,
has
he's
to
an
be
absolute
on
fruit.
that.
I mean, sometimes I think about LeBron of like, what would he have been if he just played multiple other sports? Because
Oh, wow.
he's so fast and he's so good at processing stuff, and he's physically just a ridiculous human being. I just wonder what he would have done. But you said you wanted to go through these quickly, and now we're not.
Well, we are now. Am I the only one who thinks Jared is BJ Watling handsome version? And Rob, you can take the second half of it.
It's funny because Rob Barron is always saying that I'm the handsome BJ Watling.
I
Really?
quite fancy Jared. Physically, it's just his personality that puts me off. Am I the only one that thinks Jared is BJ Watling handsome version? No, you're not. Rob,
I think BJ Watling is a handsome version of BJ Watling. I don't understand how I feel like this is him being insulted being even compared to me.
BJ Watling.
Classenhead Livingston, who is a better.
Oh, I
donkey
can see
fielder.
that. I can see the similarities. I will give you that.
Oh, Head's the worst donkey fielder.
Yeah, who's the better donkey fielder though? Livingston out of those three, isn't it? Just about.
Oh yeah, sorry, yes. Livingston. Livingston's not a terrible fielder.
No, he's all right.
Yeah. Clarkson's
doesn't
not a
concentrate.
fielder. And
To be
Head,
fair, Klassen is very ginger and he plays in the sun a lot, and that is not a good combo, so we can forgive him some of that.
And Head has become a very good fielder in some ways, right?
Head is a talented fielder, as is Klassen, but I don't think either of them concentrate. And Head doesn't even bother in the IPL, does he? He just impact subs.
He doesn't field that much, does he? He's mostly an impact sub.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some travel advice for you, Jared. He's asking you travel advice, Jared.
Sunshine Coast, better than Sydney, Melbourne. I'm not a massive fan of the Sunshine Coast. The best coast on the east for me is the coast that's south of the Gold Coast and north of Sydney. That whole area in there. There's heaps of great beaches in there, and also south
Jared,
of
I've
Sydney.
seen this. Yeah. Sorry to interrupt you. Go on.
South of Sydney also has some really nice coasts as well. Like a long way south of Sydney, like 200 or 300 k's. South of Sydney, I think is really nice.
I was seeing a reel on that only.
Yeah. Sunshine Coast, I never loved it. A lot of my friends go there now and they seem to like it. It was never for me though. It's very commercial, I think, these days.
All right, and we have a final super chat before we hop off. Jerry Bancroft 9773 says, "I doubt cricket in the US and Canada will step up."
It will, because cricket is
will,
already
but-
the second biggest sport in the world, and it's about to get a lot more important and a lot more expensive and make people a lot more money. And money eventually wins. And Canada and I don't know as much about Canada, but US specifically is going to have so much money to spend on cricket. They will get better at cricket. There is no doubt about
The
that.
Olympics
in my mind.
makes it more interesting, does it not, Jared? With
Everything,
BLR
just
28.
Major. Look at the owners of the IPL franchises, right? Like,
Yeah.
look at what's happened with football in America in the last 30 to 40 years.
MLS,
Right?
right?
What's going to happen with cricket? Even if it only goes 50% of what football does, they're going to be much better. They're not a bad men's football team, and their women's football team's
They're not,
incredible,
they're
right?
not.
So,
Yeah, correct.
so what's women's cricket going to be from USA, right? They could easily be one of the better teams. Remember when Brazil put all their money into women's cricket over men's cricket, and they got really
Yes,
good at
yes.
it so much now that
Yeah.
even Rob knows about them.
This one lady who took 9 wickets, right?
Yeah.
9. Yeah. Laura, what's the full name? Sorry.
Laura, I took 9 wickets, and I should have killed the person who took the 10th. That should be her full name.
Laura Cardoso. She's only 21. That's a big achievement, right? 9 wickets in a match. Wow.
I think 9 wickets is a big achievement at any age. But is that us done? All the chat's done?
Yep, we are all done, guys. Then
Perfect.
thank you so much for joining us on the live. Goodbye.
We love the game, but we love the stories. Fans have stories. Former players have stories. Journalists have stories as well. Combox brings them all together. The game. Combox. The game lives on.